Welcome to Tabletop Cinema, where we bring together the worlds of filmmaking, tabletop role-playing, and video games. I'm your host Mikey, a freelance filmmaker, tabletop RPG game master, and variety streamer on Twitch. And today, we'll return to our first playthrough of Pentiment. The troops have arrived. It is June 25, 1525. Vespers, and we are about to go to trial and accuse someone of murdering Otto, our good friend. We couldn't investigate enough, but that's what the game intends. But I think we have enough evidence against Helen Berger, the proprietress of the Golden Hand Tavern. Hannah. Why do I keep calling Helen? Hannah. Hello, Master Mahler. Anything I can do for you? That was some fight, wasn't it? Yes, I'm glad it didn't get too out of hand. Samuel is a helpful, if expensive guest to have on hand. And that's why she keeps Samuel around. No matter now, fights aren't common in Tassing, but I suppose it was just a matter of time. With Otto's death and all the revolts around, everyone's on edge, especially the pilgrims. Everyone seems to have an opinion about that. You were pretty vocal against Otto the other day. What was that about? Just what I said then. I don't want anyone to get hurt, especially now. We've already had one death in Tassing. We don't need any more. So one death to save the many, is that it? Hannah? They're about the plight of the peasant. What about the peasants are dying too? That doesn't explain why you spoke out. Otto never advocated for violence. You were opposed to Otto's ideas, though. He spoke against violence. Otto was an ideologue. He didn't see the reality of the situation. The Golden Hand relies on pilgrims and travelers for its business, Andreas. If Otto got his way, everything would be in chaos. Everything would be chaos. Swavia is burning as it is. We need the law to live civilized lives, Andreas. What Otto was advocating for scared me. Fabian mentioned... Ah, yes. See, sometimes the game remembers what you hear. Fabian mentioned you spend a lot of time over by the rat house. Mr. Ferlaga, yes I do. How is it going? Long time no see. How have you been lately? As you can see, we're in a very different game today. We're just about to wrap up Act 2 of Pentiment. We don't have time to investigate anymore, so we're gonna have to give our evidence. But I don't think we have enough to pin this on Hannah. We'll see. Let's see what she says here. This is important. Fabian mentioned you spend a lot of time over by the rat house. Yes, persuade Hannah. We complimented the inn, and we stopped the Golden Hand fight. So, please, let us know why you were not around at the time of the murder and why you've been visiting the rat house often. You must have gotten very familiar with the construction mechanisms, and you'd know Otto's patterns. Look, Andreas, you're right. I don't like what Otto was advocating, and I disagreed with him. But I was going up to the rat house to try and talk him out of opposing the abbot. Really? Not to try and kill him. I have a business and a son to look out for. I want to avoid the violence, not cause more of it, but by killing Otto, you prevented any unrest, right? So come on, Hannah, you're the only one with dark hair among the suspects. Hello again, Vanua. We're asking her now. We're asking Hannah now. I got it wrong. Her name's not Helen. It's Hannah. what was she doing at the rat house? And she said she was just going there to Otto to talk him out, of it. I doubt it. I'll keep that in mind. Please, you have to believe me. I want to protect Tassin. Uh-huh. I need to get back to work. Until later, Andreas. Until then. What else can we tell her? Anything I can do for you? Yes, actually. Well, oh, this is about Martin. Jobst. Well, Martin caused quite the fight the other night. Does he start fights often? No, not usually. I'd heard he used to be quite the troublemaker, but he's been kind to Nico and me. Agnes had to bring... What? Cat. Agnes had to bring Cat back around when he came back. She fell into a dead faint. He was a known thief while I was here years ago. Well, he may be rough at times, but he's never stolen from the inn, as far as I know. And I keep a sharp eye. I'm sure you do. Ah, interesting. Thank you, Hannah. Anything else, Master Mahler? No, nothing until later. Good day. Alright, that's it. I'm worried about this kid. He'll probably fall out a window at some point. Oh. Whoa. Werner Stoltz recalled Martin having a scar when he treated him as a boy. He found it strange that the scars completely disappeared the last time he examined him. Yeah, sure, but he's not the killer. I really doubt it. Oh. Oh, hello again. It seems like we all came out of that brawl all right. It would seem so, yes. Tavern fights are dangerous. You never know who you'll run into, especially in a place with a lot of strangers. I saw a fight back in Muhldorf. Wish I hadn't. Watched a man die right in front of me. In a tavern fight? Men can die anywhere, I suppose. You just don't expect to see it when you're having a beer. Well, alcohol, right? The thing is... I shouldn't. Never mind. What? What is it? It's just with the talk of the murder in the town, it made me think of something. Oh, okay. So we said something nice about Otto, we expressed sadness about Otto's death, and we asked for help with Otto's murder. If you know something that could help me find the killer, please do. I don't want to get an innocent man in trouble, but... Oh, everyone's pointing at Martin, so it's not him. That man is the one they called Martin, who started the fight with a foreign doctor. He looks like someone I know back in Muhldorf. A young man named Jobst Farber. But at least we get to know who he was before he started impersonating Martin. Oh. He's the one who killed the poor man in the tavern 6 years ago. This is past April. So Jobst murdered the man in the tavern fight, ran away, met up with Martin. They did their highwayman stuff. Martin died along the way. And Jobst could be bullshitting us about a story of like, oh, I was on death's bed and I regretted being mean to my wife and child. I'll be a better person. Haha. But you know, meta-wise, writing-wise, it's like there are too many fingers are being pointed at Martin. So I feel like he is not our killer. I already feel like Jobst, not Martin. Again, I think Jobst is innocent. People keep implicating him because it's suspicious and it's mysterious. It's such an extreme circumstance. Like, who would have thought that he'd be impersonating some other guy? And the wife knows this. So the wife totally knows. So Jobst was clear about it. He didn't lie to her, or she found out. Either way, they're happy. They're very happy together. Anyway, he's the one who killed a poor man in the tavern 6 years ago, this past April. But yes, he was a highwayman indeed. And he did kill people. So, did he really turn over a new leaf? I think he did. Why would he kill Otto? I don't think he had any good reason to kill Otto. Because Otto's not the type to hold it over him, as far as we could tell from Otto. All he asked for him was his support at the speech, right? So he did it, fulfilled the contract, and even during Otto was never forcing anyone to go into the woods to pick stuff from the woods. That, as far as we could tell, Otto didn't like strong arm anyone into doing so. So that's why Jobst was like, I'm done. I already supported you in the speech, Otto. I'm done. Well, yeah, we haven't really get this thing. We couldn't talk to him anymore. Like, that lead led to a wall, which was the wife saying that she's happy and asking us not to implicate Jobst. And again, on the other side, everyone else is saying he is. No, even Otto was saying Martin has changed. Maybe he didn't even know it was Jobst. But everyone has been saying Martin has been such a good man. Like, if you really wanted to. Well, and now he's in hiding. He killed someone. Well, it's complicated. Let's see. But okay, he murdered the poor man. He murdered someone 6 years ago. Just flew out of town fast as his legs could carry him. Never saw him again. I see. Well, yes. Maybe it's not the same man. Maybe it is. And maybe he killed your friend. Well, let you get on with your day. Until later. Until then. Yeah, what are the chances we'd find someone who bumped into Jobst? Joshua claims that Martin Bauer looks uncannily similar to someone he knew from Muhldorf. See, if we did this earlier, then it'd be like, oh, really? Then we'd go to Martin Bauer to ask about it. But that's one of the first things we did in Act 2. So all of this is like, yeah, something suspicious about him. And we're like, we know. Yes, it's not Martin, it's someone else. He apparently killed a man in a brawl. I'm pretty sure there's an accident also. Alcohol involved. He apparently killed a man in a brawl and quickly fled the town to avoid facing up to the crime. So he's been on the run ever since, and now he's found a safe haven. Happy family, happy wife. Do we send him to the gallows for... It's not premeditated murder. What's the charge for this? Like, in the heat of the moment, you accidentally kill a man. It's not premeditated. It's a lower count. Whatever. Did he kill Otto? I don't think so. I still think it's Hannah. Lunch next or surrounding the town. I suggest leaving while you have the chance. They don't scare me. No. What about you? Can't abandon my friends. I'm gonna stop this before it gets out of hand. What about you? Yeah, are you gonna like, are you on the clock right now? Once they come in, is he just gonna massacre everyone in the tavern? He's scary. What about you? Me? I'm in no danger. I won't be anywhere near the peasants when the Duke's men arrive. Besides, they'll know better than to tangle with a man of such daring style. Right. Well, I need to do something before it's too late. Good luck. You don't have much time left. May God prepare you both for what is to come. What are we supposed to do now? I had an interesting few hours of the Golden Hand. All told, I met some intriguing friends of Werner's, played a game of Landskenet, that's the card game, with Samuel Grau, a Landsknecht visiting Tassing to recruit for his regiment, and spoke to a family of pilgrims from Muhldorf in town to visit the shrine of St. Moritz. Return of Martin Bauer. Writing that off my mind right now. Duplicitous accounts, not Guy. Hannah. I'm going with Hannah, but we have barely anything on her. Soldiers approach. Soldiers are surrounding Tassing. I only have until the end of the day to finish my investigation. Alright. We have to go to the town commons. Samuel Grau is a veteran Landsknecht Doppelsoldner. Double pay mercenary? What? What's a double pay mercenary? And recruiter. Recruiting and tassing at a particularly bad time. Yeah. Alright. Shlau, we'll need all the luck we can get. Not luck, cleverness. Luck has nothing to do with it, isn't it right, Shlau? Good Shlau. I have adopted Shlau. Look at the soldiers, though, blaring their music. Let's have a chat with everyone. Ooh, there's a thing we killed. Meh. Ooh, Doppelsoldner, from German Doppel meaning double, meaning pay. We're Landsknecht in 16th century Germany who volunteered to fight at the front line, taking on extra risk in exchange for double payment. Oh, it's like a... Damn. It's like a video game. Would you like to up the risk? You'll get double the rewards. Sure. The stated ratio is that one Landsknecht in 4 would be a Doppelsoldner. The Doppelsoldner of each company are usually issued with a ranged weapon, such as a crossbow or an arquebus, and arranged in the wings of a square in front of the pikemen. In the wings of a square in front of the pikemen. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. Likewise, Landsknecht schooled in the use of Zweihanders, two-handed weapons, a two-handed sword, were entitled to double pay and thus qualified as Doppelsoldner. Why? Why does the use of a Zweihander mean you get paid more? Entitled to double pay. So if you're gonna be a Landsknecht, you want double pay, learn the Zweihander. The Fancy Guild of the Brotherhood of St. Mark had the monopoly in the use of the Zweihander after Frederick III, Holy Roman Empire, granted it to them in 1487. Monopoly the use of the Zweihander? Okay, that's interesting. The Zweihander was allegedly used by the Doppelsoldner to break through formations of pikemen, especially Swiss pikemen, by either being swung to break the ends of the pikes themselves or to knock them aside and attack the pikemen directly. The veracity of this tradition is disputed, but at least as a legend, it appears to date to at least the 17th century. Cool. We learned something new today. Alright, last chance, Jobst. Finally, we get to talk to Jobst. Ha! Andreas! How are you feeling after that brawl? Looks like you escaped the worst of it. I didn't want to risk anything with that mercenary there. Ooh, he's a tough one for certain. Oh, was he part of the fight? I didn't realize. You never know with those Landsknechts. Most of them are just piss and beer. We just came across one of the real ones. Damn. Anything I could do for you? Okay, let's confront them. Martin, we know who you are. What do you mean? Back in the meadow, I noticed you weren't sneezing. Brigitte told me you're not Martin. No, I don't wanna. We did learn it from Brigitte herself. But I don't wanna say your wife told us. No, we don't. Let's tease it out of him. We're not sure how Jobst Farber is now. Who is Jobst Farber? This will be remembered. Shit. Who? Oh, what? But we are. No, we should have said Brigitte. The game doesn't. No, the game used that as this. Someone told me you look a lot like a man who goes by that name. A man who killed someone in a brawl in Mühldorf a few years back. Well, so what if I did look like him? I'm from Tassing, and I didn't kill anyone in a tavern fight. Okay. He'll only believe us if we say his wife told us. Werner Stolz said you lost a scar. A big one. I'm worried. Like, I want to tell him all the evidence we have, but I'm worried it's gonna skip ahead. But let's give it all to him. That's fine. That's killing blow with Brigitte told me. Werner Stoll said you lost a scar. Big one. This will be remembered. This will be remembered. What's happening? What? I got that scar when I was a kid. It got better. Oh, this will be remembered again? Scars that big never disappear. Not completely. Well, mine did. Maybe it's to convince him to tell us that he's Jobst. Back in the meadow, I noticed you weren't sneezing. So? When you were a boy, you hated that meadow. It made you sneeze constantly. Your mother even mentioned it back then. Reward for our exploration. I grew out of it. I'm fine now. Finally. Brigitte told me you're not Martin. Yeah, that's a question. See, if he doesn't kill us now, then like, all right, you're fine. You killed that person. You ran away from it. Whatever. God will judge you. But you didn't kill Otto. We're worried about, who killed Otto. You didn't. Or he's gonna like shank us right now. Then we'll know. Hey, at least we know. Finally, Brigitte told me you're not Martin. She did? I don't know why she would do that. Because she trusts us. Alright, let's stop this nonsense. You started it. I don't know what you're getting at. What you're getting... I don't know what you're getting it? What you're getting at. There we go. Izzy! Oh no, you brought a Violet Evergarden. Oh, you didn't watch the 2019 movie? Oh my god. It's a good thing we went sum of evidence, Manwa. So it really was sum of evidence. So without a doubt, tell us about your story, Jobst. Welcome in, Izzy. We're about to head into the trial for Otto's... Well, we're gonna find out who Otto's murderer is. But Violet Evergarden, I just watched it for the first time this year. Everything. And including the 2019 movie. It really helped me through a lot of what I was going through. It gave me life. I loved everything about it. and I'm a huge fan of it. So I hope you enjoy the movie as well. I'm glad you're able to join us at the end of all things. I don't think we're getting any more Violet Evergarden. That is it. But what a ride it was. It's very, very. It's a very near and dear to me, that anime. It really was. It also helped me. In fact, it's one of the reasons why I pushed forward with streaming in the first place. Among other things, it is just a way to, I don't know, it just helped keep me afloat, reminded me that, the things we do have meaning to some people. And which is why this game also that says something like that along those lines. As an artist, as a character here, I really love Violet Evergarden. Man, Violet Evergarden is one of the best things in media art I've ever seen. Yeah, and of course, I could always stand to see more. There are a lot of films and anime I have not watched, but I will concur among my among the things I have seen. Violet Evergarden is in my top list. It really is. I'm still, well, of course, no spoilers, but I'm still wondering. Nah, there was a discussion about, I'm pretty sure there were a lot of heated debates about the nature of the relationship between Violet and her superior. But uh, either way, I loved it. I don't think there was any ill intent behind any of it. A lot of people are just blowing things out of proportion. But like whichever side of the fence you are in terms of the nature of the relationship, I just simply loved and adored Violet Evergarden. I know it's not for everyone, but for those who have not watched Violet Evergarden, do yourself a favor, give it a chance. You certainly have to be in a certain mood to watch it, but I was crying every other episode, man. Exactly, Izzy. That I don't believe. I do not believe. Though I also don't think it was romantic at first, or it's even beyond that. Like, they, well, they made things canon at the end of it all. It's clear already with the post movie stuff that they started to release. We already know how it really ends for them. So there's no doubt about it. But I never thought he was like grooming her or something. And considering the extreme circumstances and the natures of their meeting, they were just trying to be good for each other. Like, I would not attribute him to being a groomer or something like that. Anyway, love Violet Evergarden. And things are going well here. Tell us about Yobst! So, orator background, best background so far, confronted Martin about his lost scar and said that they don't just disappear. Thanks for medicinal background. Amazing. Asked who Yob's Farber is, pointed out Martin's lack of sneezing. Thanks to our exploration, like we talked to everyone and we got these details, so the game's rewarding us for that. And that his mom mentioned his sneezing, see? And finally, said Brigitte admitted he's not Martin. Exactly, right? Is he? Again, you can't whatever values or morals you think you're trying to attribute to them, you gotta also consider their life. If they were real people, they are part of each other. That's it. It's just that. Anyway, who's going to discover your secret next? First it is Otto, today it's me. Who's going to discover your secret next? You can't run from your past forever. Speaking of running from the past and stuff, Violet Evergarden. All right, enough. I'm not Martin. Are you happy? My name is Jobst Farber. I'm from Muhldorf, just like the Ox family you met at the land house. Here we go. What happened to the real Martin Bauer? Is our headcanon gonna be validated, chat? He died on the road, killed by bank guards. I met him in Kaufbeuren, just as plague was tearing through the town. He had been stealing from the homes of the dead, praying to Saint Roche that he wouldn't be next. Roche. Glad to hear that Playtale Requiem is good. I'll be playing that at some point in the future. And it's in Game Pass. We're getting so many good things in Game Pass. Like, there are new additions to it now. Always something good in Game Pass, huh? But congratulations on finishing Plague Tale. I do love the series. I really, really do. Just so much to get through as well as the situation surrounding things on a global scale. But there are a lot of things to keep us company right now. Oh my god, look at that medieval cat grooming itself. I love it. Alright, please validate our headcanon. He had been stealing from the homes of the dead, praying to Saint Roche that he wouldn't be next. No wonder why. Speaking of plague, right? I convinced him to leave. We took to the roads together. It only lasted a few months. It was long enough for him to tell me about his life here, about his family, even about you. Everywhere we went, people mistook us for brothers. After he died, I didn't see the harm. Jobst Farber was dead to the world. I could never go back to Muhldorf. Oh, okay, he didn't validate it. There was no sentimental stuff about Martin asking him to do something for him. No, he just started impersonating him. But the wife knows, and the wife is happy. There was still a life left for Martin Bauer here, even if it wasn't mine to live. You seem to have fit into Martin's life easily. He left a hole in his family, and never gave it a second thought. I never wanted to live on the run, Andreas. I wanted this life. I wanted a wife, a mother who loved me, children. Are you going to use Brigitte and Kat to shield you from the consequences of Otto's murder? I'm going to ask it straight. Did you kill Otto? Well, I'm interested in a lot of different things. I only played a few hours about the Kingdom Come Deliverance. Well, that is true. I'm still not playing it, Vano. I'm still not playing it. But yeah, it's one of the. There has to be for any boycott. Really, it's more. Usually, it ends up being on a personal integrity kind of level. Only once in a while does it truly become a force that to be reckoned with, like in terms of getting enough. It has to reach a certain precipice and a momentum for it to go thing. But it's not a bad thing. It's just yeah. It is up to your own values and your own decision to do so. But if it was really hoping for like really stopping it, then yeah. Yes, Atomic Heart is also coming to Game Pass. Are going to use Brigitte and Kat to shield you from the consequences of Otto's murder. Did you kill Otto? No. What? Why? Do you think I did? We figured out your secret. That's how we got you to speak out in the Commons. That part's true. But why would I kill him? I did what he was asked. Exactly. Hmm. Maybe you were afraid he'd keep asking. You've killed before, maybe it's not so hard anymore. Nah. How long would it be before Otto told someone else? Eva? Father Tomas? He wouldn't. Otto's a good man. He was. All right. Enough. You know I'm not Martin. Fine. Tell who you have to tell. But I didn't kill Otto. I'll accept the consequences for what I've done. But I didn't do that. I'll consider what you've said. Good. If there's nothing else. Right. Until later, Martin. God bless you, Andreas. Cool. Finally had a story. Yeah, it's more speak with your wallet. Sometimes it gets... It's also more the fact that people are focusing more on the developers as well. Why it never came up was because publisher, developer, that kind of divide. So people are focusing like Plague Tale's a French game. So they don't really see the connection there as well. So it's the next step, which is, oh, but their publisher. And then to another stuff, like a lot of hoops that they have to jump. And a lot of people just don't, or would rather not jump further, right? But of course, it's dangerous when people start thinking along the lines of, especially in a lot of cases, where they say, "Oh, it's just like what's the harm?" When they say that, and if everyone started to think like, "Oh, what's the harm?" That's when bad things can really happen. So, yeah. Yeah, and the harm is pretty direct in this case, right? So it's just that they stop at the level of, oh no, they're not a Russian company. And then they forget that there are different people involved in the production of said game. It's not just the French studio involved. So, and then people say, oh, but it's out of their control because, you know, then they say that, oh, it's just the French developers making their game. It's not their fault, etc., etc. And it's not their fault. They were already under focus for before everything. Since the first Plague Tale, they were already under Focus Entertainment. But the recent actions have yet to be addressed. So it's like, what, maybe you could, what, like people would ask them, okay, what then? Should the developers of Plague Tale or people under Focus, should they speak out against them? Should they pull out at this point? Should they like how, on the developer side of things, what are they going to do with their publisher? The biggest thing is the 2024 Olympics need to be mass boycotted since Russia's apparently hosting it. What? Really? Okay, that I have not heard. Why is it... What? That is legitimately confusing to me, given the current state of the world. Okay, yeah, that's weird. Like, why would we go to that Olympic? Oh, okay. Well, I'm not sure if it's one of the things they have to debate over, right? I don't know how they determine who hosts the next Olympics. Olympics 2024, Russia, Belarus athletes. Oh, okay. Oh, maybe it's just more to do like what they're gonna do with the Russian athletes. Ah, okay. I see, I see. Yeah, yeah. Ban Russia and Belarus from it. Yeah, I've heard about those talks. Basically, ban Russia from everything. That's what a lot of industries are pushing for. Yeah, those are definitely clearer along those lines. And again, yes, we know that for a lot of these people, these civilians, these athletes, yes, they may also say that they are against the war. There are many Russian civilians and developers, creators who are also against the war. And you could also say that we shouldn't harm them for that. But how do you affect change? How do you, they are still part of the body that is Russia. So yes, there are people there who are against the war, but then are you going to tell them, well, then they should fight or they should speak out against Putin? Yes, they have, and there are people who have been arrested, executed, and they're now running from it because of their views. Like, yes, of course, it's easy to say that they should take a stand, but given the situation, even if they have nothing to do with the war, they still feed into the machine. So it's a mess. So to really put pressure, maybe it's one of those greater good kind of things where just ban them everywhere, which is what people have been doing. Levy sanctions on every level to get this done and finished so people can stop dying. And I'm really more for that. Should it do other countries too? Like North Korea, Iran, and some other warmongers? It's a mess, isn't it? Like it's... Yeah. The Iran protests are also still spreading, right? It's still spreading, the protests in Iran. So that's also another hot spot. Damn. Qatar World Cup with slave labor? Holy shit. And best of luck to Iran. A lot of things going on. Yep. Executions are taking place. It's Yep. Oh, well, you look at that. And we're also about to see what happens to people who take a stand in this game. Klaus, Magdalene, this whole town might be cut up to pieces. And it's up to us, Andreas Mahler, to stop it. Soldiers marching on Tashing. This is getting out of hand. Andreas, I can't talk right now. I need to watch over Rachel. Yeah, I'm glad. My God, like there were talks in our government before to like reinstitute the death penalty. I don't think, given, like, do you really trust those people in power to really make decisions like that? It's just another tool for them to abuse. Nothing like this protest in Russia. Yeah, well, I can't claim to know what's going on inside Russia itself, right? But like, are people even allowed? Like, are news outlets even allowed to be there? As far as I know, it's like media blackout, right? So they are in charge of the narrative. Yeah, with our recent like elections, it just really hit home the fact that I am still in disbelief at the certain narratives so many people believe in, which are outright lies or fabrications. It's unbelievable what some people can choose to believe in. I just honestly, there's no good answer for it. It's just that is the story they grow up with. That is the story they twist and okay, someone's gonna die. Just think, if all those people who became refugees turned to rebel group, the Federation would have likely fallen already. I don't know. Alright, Peter. Don't have much time, so let's get this over with. I know some of you are frightened. Some of you want to give up. But we have to see this through. Maybe we can't get what we've been fighting for, but we can get justice for Otto. That's right, for Otto. Justice! Dad, what about the Sook soldiers? They've been getting closer all day. I know. That's why we have to do this now, before it's too late. All we need now is for Andreas to tell us who did it. I'm an artist! Oh my god. But I'm actually now seeing, like, ever since I started looking at it from the perspective of how this story also is very much like an artist's life, I'm also appreciating this story a bit more. And again, like, coincidentally, what we're chatting about as well, what's happening in this game is very politically charged one. The historical massacre of more than 300,000 peasants with the German Peasant War in 1525. So we're part of it right now in this game. No more stalling, Andreas. We need to know who killed Otto, and we need to know now. So in the very first act, what Brother Piero said is still very true. It's like, this is the painting. You know, how you want to look at these people, this world, the landscapes, Tassing, Kirso, considered like a work of art. And then you as the artist coming in, where do you fit in? How much of yourself should you put into this town? How much of you can be part of this town? Or shall you ever forever remain like an outsider but these people, they've come to care for you as well. How do you treat them then? With your paints, with your brushes, with your strokes? What you say of them? And here we are, determining their fate. No more stalling, Andreas. We need to know who killed Otto, and we need to know now! Can Andreas even tell us the truth? Of course I can. Finding the culprit is all I've been doing since you chased the monks into the library. I'll tell you so that justice can be served, not so you can fulfill your revenge. What should we say here? What? Why not? I didn't lie 7 years ago, and I'm not going to start now. I really hope we got the right person 7 years ago. Thank you for that hydrate, Pao SRC. We're gonna talk to the mob now. I will tell you so that justice can be served. So cheesy. Not so you can fulfill your revenge. Andreas is right. Violence is not the answer. The guilty party should face the law, not a mob. I am not debating this, Ulrich. We're out of time. Acting now is the only way to get justice. We can't let anything stop us. A name, Andreas. Just give us a name. We'll do the rest. Imagine the amount of... God, we're determining someone's life here. Happy note. She made it, everyone. She made it. Rachel gave birth to a baby girl. Rachel is from... They were just passing through. And then she went into labor. Like the worst timing, right? In the middle of a peasant revolution. It's also symbolic, yes. Let's see how this changes people. a new, a new birth, new life, this innocence which is still untainted. Where do we go from here? Where does the town go from here? And I like that. Someone is going to die and new life is born. And now, from this coming death or deaths, where do we go from here? Rachel gave birth to a baby girl. Oh, oh, oh. Huh? Oh my god, is the mob gonna be like, oh, I feel bad? Oh no, wait. Quiet. Quiet. Everyone needs to stay back and give Rachel space. Yes, Agnes. Of course. Peter, the leader of the mob. All is well. Praise God. Benjamin, they're a well-read family, and they aren't even of the same faith. They're Jewish. They're Jews. Safe and sound. A baby girl. Baruch Hashem. With everything going on. With everything that could have happened. They're also being persecuted where they're from. God be praised. Thank God. Such a blessing. Thanks be to God indeed. Oh no, the children. Think of the children. Let the baby hold the guillotine. That's like covered in blood already. Klaus. ... Peter, I'm sorry. I can't keep supporting you anymore. I understand your cause, but I need to protect my daughter and keep my friends safe. Now this man, he just lost his wife and son to sickness. There we go. I've already lost Marie and Bert. I can't bear to lose anyone else. If bowing to the Duke's wishes will protect us, I'll do it gladly. I believe in the cause, Peter, but not at the cost of any more violence. This is such a difficult position to be in, honestly. Like, I wouldn't know. Honestly, I don't think I'd be making... Like, if I were in, like, this situation right now, and if for history to look into what I did, I don't think they'd be happy about what I would do. Because I'm not sure if I have... Again, it depends on my circumstances. Who do I have to lose? What do I have to lose? I think it boils down to that. And are you willing to put all those things at risk? Because will you really go up against the Duke's soldiers? Are you going to really get everyone in this town massacred like in Swabia? They stand absolutely no chance against soldiers. Excuse me. So I don't know. Klaus, we cannot back down in the threat of violence. This is such a middle of the road thing. This is a stressful time for us all. Or basically side with Peter, side with Klaus, or don't side with anyone. They showed you this scene for a reason, alright? Look, on the left side of the room, these people are going to be butchered or worse. And on the right, well, these people also have... Well, no. None of these people have families. I mean, none of them have family here right now, except for Peter. Peter has George. He has his whole family, but he's very angry. He has his Ulrich has his wife. Honestly, I don't know. Consider the context of this. Every day the peasants are already being massacred in Swabia and all around the region. Salzburg is burning. All because the peasants were demanding the rights, 12 articles. And the soldiers are right there at the doorstep. One thing's for sure. Obviously, we want to find the killer. But that's nothing to do with that now. But you know, like, yeah, if we're gonna roleplay as Andreas, see, like, you could criticize me now for trying to choose this. Because you're not in it. You're not in this moment right now. A Landsknecht at your doors, Wayhanders in hand. Other towns, peasants massacred, villages burned. All for demanding better treatment. Because if you back down out of fear, then yeah, the revolution will fail. But it already has failed. What do? Salzburg failed. Swabia failed. There's no more united front anymore. You're on your own. Soldiers are at your doorstep. Are you going to condemn all these people to die? Because I think it's a foregone conclusion. You step out of line at this point, you will all die. This whole town will die. So let's step into the shoes of Andreas. Obviously, we're going to try to find Otto's killer, but that's not what's being talked about now. Klaus, let's try. We cannot back down. It's a threat of violence. Like, us saying this, look, Klaus is going more, if bowing to the Duke's wishes will protect us, I'll do it gladly. However, then that is just a tyrannical rule. We're not gonna go and we're not gonna burn the abbey or shit like that. So saying this, it's like we will have to stand up for ourselves and demand better treatment and rights and demand justice, really. Because if we don't, as Klaus is saying, you're just gonna bow to the Duke's whims and wishes. What if your Duke is an asshole? They're just gonna... Yeah, that is just... Yeah. Are you gonna take part in it or say them what to... Like, we're not gonna burn the abbey, that's for sure. That's... Obviously, we don't want the town... None of the town wants to die. But I think at this point, Andreas, I think we're gonna take a stand with him and say, well, yeah, we're not gonna... We don't want this town to die, but we also cannot allow them to treat us this way. We can't allow the abbey to treat us this way. You know, the peasants are starving, people are dying. They're not even allowed to go into the woods to hunt or harvest. Their taxes are exorbitant. Yeah, feudalism. Yeah, 1525, everyone. But, Klaus, we cannot back down in the threat of violence. Please, but I understand Klaus. Maybe Klaus has been through too much right now. Lost his wife and kid. Imagine that. He's gonna lose his daughter. Can you really tell him? Like, tell him to his face? Like, hey, fight with us. It's hard. Please excuse me, everyone. I need a moment to myself. Maybe he's right. This is too much. Right, what about his safety? Maybe violence isn't the answer. The matter isn't so straightforward. How could you all so easily give up? The soldier said the Duke would consider concessions for the town if we release the abbot. Surely that will be enough. It may be enough to approach the Duke's soldiers, especially if you let the abbot go. Or, the soldiers and the abbot won't listen. We should do this ourselves. Like, wouldn't it be great if this were the... Yeah, I'm just too prudent. I'm too prudent to be like, yeah, viva la revolution, or whatever at this point. This is a compromise. And I don't think the game's meant to make you feel happy about either option, right? Which is precisely why they set this discussion inside this room with the baby being born. It just set up the stage. Like, if you cared about these NPCs, it's good that this is taking place here, because everything is going to be decided right now, right here, right now. The future of this town. What, do you talk to your lords? Your lords and ladies? The soldiers, you think they'll listen? We are the Gayers' black host. Hiya ho ho. And we want to scuffle with tyrants. Hiya ho ho. Spears advance. Forward march. Raise the red flames upon the cloister roof. Yeah, I feel like this is the burn everything option. I'm sorry, chat. I gotta do this. I don't feel right. Like, I'd love to be like, yeah, revolution. But look at the left half of this room, chat. They're gonna be butchered. It may be enough to approach the Duke's soldiers. Especially if you let the abbot go. Well, that's what they're supposed to do, right? Abbot didn't do it. Like, let's start with that first, alright? Release the freaking abbot. He's innocent. Find the real killer. And then let's cross that next bridge. Yeah? Because burning the abbey isn't even gonna... Like, what do you think that's gonna do, Peter? We'll find the real killer. I think that's what's important right here, right now. But I cannot let you take the abbot or burn it down, because the abbot is innocent. It may be enough to approach the Duke's soldiers, especially if you let the abbot go. Force will not solve anything. Letting the abbot go and getting concessions is the best solution for everyone, Peter. Oh, man. Letting the abbot go would be justice, wouldn't it? If he's not the one who killed Otto. You townsfolk don't understand. Letting the abbot go won't fix anything. If we can't get the concessions we need, all peasants will starve and die in the end. And then where will Tassing be? Besides, Otto's death needs to be vindicated. Don't walk away from this now, Ulrich. I have not swayed from the cause, Peter. Rest assured. But, Ulrich, this isn't your fight. Gret's the wife of Ulrich. Gret, it is moral and Christian to stand with the peasants. You cannot do otherwise. Damn you all. Such behavior is reckless and cruel, especially right now. Get out, all of you. Let Rachel rest. Yes, Agnes, we'll go now. Andreas, we're not done. We must still find justice for Otto before the Duke's soldiers arrive. Yes, let's continue this outside. Yay, troops have arrived. Oh shit. Vis Major. Vismayor? No more stalling, no more interruptions. Tell us what you know, Andreas. Give us a name. Give us a name, or the monks can burn along with their precious books. Well, that's not fair. Remember your promise. You'll let them go. You won't hurt them. Alright, fine, I'll tell you. Mobbing the culprit won't give you any concessions. Let's just give the murderer to the Duke's men instead. Remember your promise. You let them go. You won't hurt them. Yes, I remember. But first, you need to give us what we want. Tell us. This mob rule. I have one more condition. Damn it, Muller. God damn it. We don't have time for this. Let Caspar leave. He doesn't have to be wrapped up in this mess. Oh. So maybe you are right. We are going to play as Caspar next. Probably something's going to happen to us. And Caspar's going to help us out. Enough innocent blood has already been spilled. Let Caspar leave before things get any worse. He's just a boy, Peter. Please. What? Leave? Yes, he's fine. The boy can leave. It's not his fight. Oh, what? No! We were too nice to him, so he won't leave us. Ah! Mission failed successfully. Mission failed successfully. He's not gonna leave us because we were too nice to him. It wasn't enough to counter our orator background. Because we encouraged Caspar to learn from our mistakes as an artist. We showed concern for Caspar on St. John's Eve. We cared for Caspar after you fell into the cistern. And we reassured Caspar when the mob came. What he didn't like about us was we lost all our money. Lost all your money at Landskinnet. Okay, fine. We have a gambling problem. Orator background. Oh my god. I don't know how to feel about this. Caspar might die because we were too nice to him. Yes, hasn't he been through enough? His home is already being threatened. Salzburg's already in danger. And now he's being roped up in another, revolution. Please, Caspar. I couldn't live with myself if something happened to you. No. No, Master Andreas. I won't leave you. I'm touched, but also, damn it. I know you don't want to, but you have to. Find your way back to Salzburg. Back to your family. Please. No. Death flags! Master Andreas. You'll teach me again when this is all over. Right? No, why would you ask that? Now death flags are... Now there's a death flag on me. Oh, of course we're gonna stab this death flag further into our heart. Of course, Caspar. I'll be right behind you. All right. I'll see you soon, Master. Oh, he leaves anyway. Who killed Otto? Fuck, we only have 3 for Hannah. We have too much for Martin. But he's not the one who killed Otto. We have so much on Guy. We barked down the wrong tree. Pick a suspect to rally the mob against. Press and hold to confirm your choice. Just like that. Uh, point the mob in the direction to kill. My God. I hope this is enough. Let's try it. Let's try it. If not, Guy. If Guy is out of the picture, at least he stops stealing funds from the church. Cold Blood, Guy's the best choice, right? Because he's been stealing funds. But he's already caught. So Gurnot and him are he's gonna get punished by Gurnot. He's gonna answer for his embezzlement. That's solved. For me, that's already solved. He doesn't need to die. Because he's gonna be excommunicated. The funds are gonna get back. For me, that matter's already solved. Because Gurnot knows, Guy knows. If Hannah dies, nothing. Honestly, like, her husband and son are still there to run the tavern, I guess. It's like, if Martin dies, his whole family will be plunged into depression again. If Guy dies, nothing really. He was already caught for his stealing of the church funds. If Hannah dies, there goes the tavern. There goes the inn can still go to the husband and the son. He's gonna leave behind the husband and the son, but then that husband, she's cheating on her husband, and she already doesn't love. She already told us, like, my husband is, he's fat, boring, and lazy. She said that in her words. So, okay, maybe he'll find someone new. It's easier to convince the mob, right? For Guy. I want to see where this goes. Because evidence is also pointing at Hannah. Because Guy said dark hair. The only one among these three is Hannah with dark hair. I don't know if you consider Martin's hair dark. So my money's on Hannah actually being the killer. Let's try it. That's my worry. They may not just believe us, and it may end up more bad. That may be worse. But hey, let's make things interesting. All right. If they don't believe us, well, maybe they'll say, who else? Then we can go with Guy. Because like in the first trial, we could put in more names into the pot. We're definitely not implicating Martin. No. So Hannah. Casper and I overheard Hannah Bergerin speaking with Lenhart Mueller. She said she was glad someone killed Otto because an uprising would have threatened pilgrim visits to the shrine of St. Moritz, which would have been disastrous for the Golden Hand. Also, it's clear she's having an affair with the miller. Killian Berger gave me a note he found on the floor while cleaning. It's clearly from the thread puller. It suggests that Otto was going to destroy the abbey and the hand of St. Moritz. It could be I forgot. The thread puller's the one we really have to go after. What if the thread puller's the one who's actually committing the murders? And he's just playing with us. Fabian mentioned that Hannah's frequent visits to the rat house seemed odd. She may have been inspecting the site for a convenient way to kill Otto. See, Guy is also just, it's a tenuous connection. See, look, I found the Abbey's financial ledger in the sacristy. Brother Guy was balancing the books using a double bookkeeping method. He keeps meticulous records, maybe too meticulous. There is a mostly blank scrap of parchment between the pages. Its purpose is unclear. I found a book in the abattoir that seems out of place. It's a manual of enacting necromancy rituals. There was also a loose piece of paper with handwritten notes tucked between the pages. Guy clarified he was planning to curse him with... Not kill him, not just curse him. I found fresh lemons tucked inside Brother Guy's old scribe desk. Odd. Some of the handwritten notes in the necromancy book use Burgundian terms. Brother Guy is the only person in Curacao from Burgundy. He must have been the one who wrote in it. Brother Guy used lemon juice to... See, this has nothing to do with the murder. Brother Guy used lemon juice to write an invisible message on the sheet of parchment inside the Abbey ledger. It's probably more, hey, maybe maybe it's like it's clear he's not the killer, but he's the one that it's safe to kill off, quote unquote safe to kill off for the future of the town. Maybe. Brother Guy used lemon juice to write an invisible message on the sheet of parchment inside the Abbey ledger. By holding the parchment over a flame, I was able to make the hidden message appear. It was the second brief ledger of deposits that Brother Guy was making to a Fugger bank account through a contact in Augsburg. This is clear evidence that he's stealing from the Abbey. I found a jar in the herb hut at the convent containing golden rings and other jewels. Sister Marguerite identified Brother Guy as the monk who hid them there. What does this have to do with the murder? Nothing. But would you like to kill off a corrupt priest? Sure, here's an option. But justice must prevail. Let's go for Hannah. I'm sorry, Hannah. Evidence points to you. Oh, we got an achievement. What is that achievement supposed to be? I wish Xbox Game Pass at least showed you like notifications for your achievement. Hannah Bergerin killed Otto to protect the inn. To protect the inn? Why would the inn be in danger? I overheard Hannah confiding in Lenhart by the old ruins in the meadow. She was afraid that if Otto pushed the abbot out, the hand of Saint Moritz would go with him. No relic, no pilgrims, no golden hand. Hannah spent time at the rat house. Why? What was she doing there, if not plotting Otto's death? Oh, he believed us. We should have known. She's a newcomer here. Never supported the peasants. Never supported what Otto was doing. And if she was sneaking off to the ruins to talk to that bastard Lenhart, well, I don't think anything more needs to be said. Oh wow, they believed us. Alright, Peter. We've heard Andreas out, but the accused should be allowed to defend themselves. Yeah. No, wait. Let's see. No, we're not done yet. Ah! Oh my god, Lenhart. You're not going anywhere, Peter. You're not getting anyone. Is he gonna kill Pete? What? Are we gonna get shot? Whoa. Okay. Lenhart. Yeah, Lenhart. He doesn't. He needs the peasants, right? He doesn't want this town raised either. So you're not going anywhere, Peter. You're not getting anyone. None of you are. What? Oh. Hannah is under my protection, and you're out of time. Oh, they are co-conspirators, maybe. I don't know. No, we overheard them. It's possible neither of them. No, but he said Andres is gonna be. Oh, anyway, it's heating up. Hannah is under my protection, and you're out of time. Yeah, I was about to say, Vanua, like, okay, you got one bullet. Choose carefully. It reminds me of that scene in Banner Brothers. Supposedly it was really true. Captain or Lieutenant Winters, I forgot if he was captain or lieutenant at the time. One of his soldiers he was very infamous for mistreating or even outright executing prisoners of war. So when he was tasked to escort the prisoners to the next camp, Winters asked for his rifle, unloaded it, asked for his extra magazine clips, and returned one bullet. And he said, you have one bullet. You kill one of them, you'll be outnumbered, and they're gonna kill you. So it just reminded me of that moment. Anyway, Hannah's under my protection, and you're out of time. Peter, I am so delighted I was able to snuff out the flickering flame of your pathetic rebellion. What? Listen to me, all of you. It's over. You are done. The only thing you can do now is release the abbot and pray for the Duke's mercy. If any of you people set foot near my mill, you'll get none from me. Jesus, why is he protecting Hannah? Damn him. Damn him! He thinks he can stop us? All of us? He can't! Yeah, he's got one shot. It's like, okay, who wants to take that shot? Peter, this has gone too far. We have to release the abbot before it's too late. To hell with the abbot, Ulrich. And if you won't help us, to hell with you. Oh no. Peter, listen to Ulrich is right, remain silent. This is our last chance to get justice for Otto, Ulrich. Oh no, we're talking to Ulrich, not Peter. Peter, listen to Ulrich. No, he's protecting Hannah. So that's even more sus. So, like, Hannah's under my protection? Like, why? They want to own this town together, right? Because they own they're the most affluent people in this town. Of course, they don't want Otto messing shit up for them. This is our last chance to get justice for Otto, Ulrich. That isn't true, Andreas. All of you, Christian men, you know that justice lies with God alone. This can't wait until Judgment Day, Ulrich. I'm sorry. Did we just kill Peter? Oh no! They're gonna storm the mill. Okay, Vano, they believed us. But now we're sending them to assault the mill. We're putting his wife, like, oh my god. Like, to hell with Lenhart. Yeah, screw him. But his son and wife, they don't deserve any of this. I hope they... Oh no. To the mill! Oh shit. Stay back, brutes! This won't end well for any of you! Hannah has my protection, and I won't hesitate to shoot you like the animals you are. So stay away from my fucking mill. And you, Andreas? I thought you might have learned something from our little chat. It seems you really are as pathetic as the rest of this lot. You're an asshole, Lenhart. You always had the wrong ideas about the peasants. I never agreed with you. Just give us the murderer, Lenhart. Don't make things worse. I don't want to be wrapped up in this. The peasants forced my hand. Oh, this is madness. Obviously not. Yeah, he's a freaking asshole, but... Look, just give us the murderer, Lenhart. He starts shooting. We burn the mill. We threaten his wife and child. The Duke raises an eyebrow, kills all of us. Just give us the murderer, Lenhart. Don't make things worse. We already told him enough. We didn't agree with him during the hunting. Fuck you, Andreas. I thought you had a backbone, but you're a spineless bastard. Elsa! Take the boy and go. You don't need to be involved in this. Oh my god, wait. They're inside. They're inside. Is he gonna shoot his wife? I hope not. Wait. Okay, I see them now through the bars. Oh. No, no, no! No, Elsa, get back at the mill! Don't you dare disobey me, Paul! You hear me? Get your mother back inside! Oh my god, he's really defending Hannah. Look. Hannah's there also. I'm not staying here any longer, Father. I'm taking Mom, and we're leaving! Somewhere far away from you! Hell yeah! You're right, man. Happy ending. Happy ending for them. You'll regret this, boy! I won't be responsible for how your life turns out if you leave! Lenhart, let them go. They lived under your rule long enough. I should have expected this from you, Paul. You've always been a sad excuse for a son! Damn. And Elsa, if you do this, you won't find anyone else to love you. You'll be a feckless old crone like that Ottilia, Elsa. It's over, Lenhart. They're gone. You're not so high and mighty now, are you? You're going to lose everything, just like us. Give up, Mueller. There's more of us than you in that mill, and you can't shoot us all. He can shoot one person. Is he gonna shoot us? Give us Hannah, you bastard! Or is he gonna shoot Hannah? I'm speculating here. Maybe they're both in on it and he's gonna shoot Hannah to keep her quiet. No, let's let the scene play out. Okay, give us Hannah, you bastard. I didn't kill Otto! I was scared about what would happen to the shrine. And I would never kill someone. Please, think of my family. And what about Otto's family? What about my daughter and widow with an infant son? It's too late to plead for mercy now. You're all mad. This isn't how the law works and you know it. Your blabbering will change nothing. You've never given a damn about law or justice or propriety or fucking decency a day in your life, Lenhart. Ha! You've let me have my way for years, Peter, and done shit all about it. You never stood up for anything, and you won't get any further today, coward! Peter, Lenhart, please, let us search for peace tonight. Such language is not Christian. Coward, am I? Come down here and face me like a man, you piece of shit! Please, everyone, calm down. We can still talk this out. Violence is not the answer, Peter. You can't blame the man, Ulrich. Force is all Peter and his family knows. It certainly worked with Christine. Oh, you've done it now. Christine is his late wife. How dare you even speak her name? Much less suggest... Oh, fuck! No, Ulrich! Okay, I didn't expect that. Lenhart! You killed him! You know, now I'm glad we went on the hunting trip with them. Because they planted that. He said, right? Well, this rifle is inaccurate. Welp. Murder! You monster! Burn him! Make him pay! Justice! You've been a menace on this town long enough, Lenhart. But murder? You've brought this on yourself. Let both of the murderers die together! Oh my god. Oh, wait, can you... How? Oh, shit. Ah! Oh, no! Andreas, Troops are advancing on the town. We need to go now. We must let the abbot out so we can talk to the Duke soldiers. It's not the soldiers hurting anyone I'm worried about. It's Peter. No. His Ulrich already died. He's done. You're right. Let's go. Dun 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 dun. Rest in peace, Ulrich. Father Abbot, you can come out. The peasants won't hurt you now. Really? Why? Andreas found the killer and justice has been dispensed. Peter has to keep his word. Are you sure? Please, Father Abbot. The Duke's soldiers have surrounded the town. We have to show them you're in no danger. That the peasants aren't holding you captive. We don't want any more bloodshed, Father. Oh, thank God. Is it over? Finally. What happened at the mill? Is anyone hurt? We saw fire. Oh, shit. Peter. Stop. You got your justice. In GURPS, if your arrow bullet missed into a target, you roll 9 for every person in the trajectory past the target. Oh, yeah, I love rules like that, Vanoa. For us back then, it was if you get a if one of your allies is engaged with the target and you roll a crit miss, you roll for that as well, 50-50 if you get hit. Makes for fun times. In Genesis also, if you roll a despair while shooting at someone who's engaged to like an ally or someone else, you might hit someone else. Be careful. Peter, stop. You get your justice. You got your justice. You swore that you wouldn't harm the abbot or the brothers. Remember? I did. No one else needs to die tonight. The abbot can talk to the Duke's herald. You held Lenhart responsible for his actions. We can convince the Duke that what happened tonight was justice. Otto is dead. Ulrich is dead. We can work through this, Peter. Hope is not lost. Everything can go back to the way it was before. Oh, he's way past that. Right. The way it was before. Like nothing ever happened. Oh, no! Peter? What? What is it? What did you do? Dad? God save us. He's lit the manuscripts. Yeah, very terrible choice of words, huh? Nothing's ever going to change. The books! Dad, what did you do? We need to get to the water in the sister's well. Quickly, before it spreads. Peter! The soldiers are in the abbey! They're coming this way! We need to save as many of the books as we can! No! We need to get out of here! God save us! Ah! Panic, panic! Oh no! Oh no! God save us! Andreas! Let's go! What? I'm sorry. I can't. Oh, we are gonna fake die. And we're gonna be found again by our apprentice, maybe. Andreas! Well. No, shit! It happened anyway. What the hell? They're massacring everyone. I think this is unavoidable. This is probably scripted to happen. Or did we just play badly? Kaspar! He didn't leave. Wow. Are we burning to death? Well, I'm pretty sure we make it out, right? And when did he care so much? Well, we know we cared about books, but that seemed sudden. It's like out of the blue. To all interested parties regarding investments made to Andreas Mahler, artist of Nuremberg, for the creation of a mural in the Church of Our Lady. Huh? It's also very telling. For the privilege of such revolution, back to the way before, it was a good thing. For the disadvantage, yeah, exactly. It's... what can they afford to lose? For those with privilege, it's like, yeah, we failed. Oh well, let's go back. And they'll be fine. But for others, nope. To all interested parties regarding investment made to Andreas Mahler, artist of Nuremberg, for the creation of a mural in the Church of Our Lady. The Chamber Court upholds the rulings of the Nuremberg City Court and Council in 1526 and 1527 respectively. All claimants signed contracts containing clauses under which their investments could be returned. We died. Or we used this to our advantage to skip out of this client. As Andreas Mahler's death indisputably resulted from a great power, a contractually exempted circumstance, his estate cannot be held liable. In the interest of feminine liberty, his widow, Sabine, retains all contested investments. This is for the commission, right? The 15th day of February, Anno Domini, 1534. We are... You did call it. I think we're gonna play as adult Kaspar. 1525, so... Shit, 9 years. So what happened to Tassing? Kier's so happy. Oh! We got an achievement. The windmill's alive again. Gertrude's still alive! Who's this? Who's the blonde one again? Magdalene. Feels like it's getting cold early this year, doesn't it? At my age, it feels like the cold comes earlier every year. Oh, it has been 16 years since the start of the game. But we need this chill for the leaves to fall and the galls with them. What are galls again? Parasitic growth developing oak trees. Oh wait, no, Magdalene. Magdalene is the daughter of Klaus. Oh, what? Really? Wait. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Baby Magdalene, daughter of the book printer Klaus. 9 years later. What? You don't want to climb the saint's tree to pull them off? Even in my youth, that would have required divine intervention. Oh, Gertrude's getting old. No, thank you. I'll stay here on the ground and wait patiently for the Lord to deliver. Don't you have ink back at your father's shop, though? For the press, he has it delivered. This is just for one of my own drawings. Besides, sometimes it feels nice to do things the old way. An old way it is. I would know. Otz. Otz is grown up. Wait, 1530. Wait, what year was it? How many years have passed? Just 9 and they're like this already? Hey, Max. Sister Gertrude. God bless you, Master Zimmerman. I told you not to call me that. What, Mags? Why? People call me Otz. You don't see me complaining. It's not even a name. It's a valley. You like being called Otz. Right, so why are you being so stuck up? Whoa. Master Zimmerman, would you call Mary Magdalene, witness to our Lord's death and resurrection, Mags? I guess not. Then it seems only fitting you should call Mistress Druckerin by her full Christian name. Alright, sorry sister. Sorry, Mags. Magdalene. Anyway, your dad wants to see you. What? Why? Isn't he at the rat house? Yes. He wants you to grab his mural sketches and bring them. Wait, are we gonna play as Magdalene? Ugh, fine. I suppose this is enough gals for now. I was just about finished too. God bless you. God bless you both. Don't be long, Magdalene. The council's waiting on this. Not sure why this falls on me, but I suppose I should get going. I think Dad left the rat house plans on his workshop bench at home, next to the printing press. Rat house plans, workshop bench at home. Yeah. The Mural, Chapter 7, October 1543. Wait, what year is it? We're playing as Magdalene. Meeting at the rat house. Ott said Dad was looking for me. I need to grab the mural plans from the workshop at the house and then head to the rat house. They should be sitting on a fork bench near the printing press. Wow, we are Magdalene Druckerin Tassing, an empiricist. Magdalene has a basic empirical mind. She is well read on the nature of plants and animals, as well as possessing a keen ability to think through and process information she receives, along with its implications. Is this because we gave her that book as a kid? I'd like to think so. We did give her a book, right? On the natural world. I like it. Nice. So what's changed? Werner Rathaus, Balthasar Alban Bakery, Kreutzer House, Midwife Drucker House to Mill. Mill is still there. Hans Bauer Hans Bauer. Hans Bauer's farm, Gertner farm, Martin Bauer farm. Old salt mine, Shrine of Saint Satya, charcoal burner, Golden Hand Inn. Golden Hand Inn is still alive. Oh wow, it's gone. Kierso Abbey is gone. Was there an actual Kierso? Kierso Abbey sounds like a real place. Kierso, it is a real place, right? Well, anyway. Shrine's still alive. Ooh, hey, Volcano Princess. I enjoyed the demo. I hope, but it's super rough around the edges. In terms of the localization. So I hope it gets better. Saint Satya Shrine. Martha especially likes to leave offerings for her. Martha? One of Tassing's patron saints, Satya was a local pagan who converted to Christianity and miraculously aided Saint Maritza. Lies. Agnes gathers chamomile here every year to prepare her cures for the coming year. Agnes. Oh, Agnes is still alive. And we're gonna meet Caspar, I guess. But lol, we just died. That's how we die, really? Or did we fake our death? The waterfall is always so beautiful. What year is it? $35, right? Martha Pfeifferin, the younger sister of the late Anton, daughter of Carl and Helena. Anton. Oh my god, I forgot my people. Anton. Carl and Helena. It'll come to me. The old salt mines. No one's mined in Tassing for ages. Oh, Lucky. Well, Lucky's he's probably dead by now, so no one comes to this grave anymore. Well, I guess we're gonna take our time, investigate everything, because she has new insights. We're playing a new character after all. I can't believe how quickly the leaves changed this year. It's nice to see some green this time of year. Horehound is one of the few plants that grows year-round here. Is Smokey still alive? Oh, hey! Vaxlav is back. Yeah, he's back. Hello, Magdalene. Hello, Magdalene. It's nice to see some green this time of year. Ah, okay. Hound. We go to Rat House, right? But let's go to the Abbey first. See what happened to it. How do I investigate the background? I can smell the anise on the breeze. Reminds me of when I was little. Anise. Disrepair. Even the old guest house is falling apart. The vines have grown over the entrance to the old abbot's house. So it's just a convent left? Well, I mean, yeah, Kierso Abbey's burned down. Hmm. Oh, the hand is still here. I swear, this hand is cursed. It's the hand of Saint Moritz. The poor Claris. The poor Claris take care of it now that the Benedictines are gone. The Poor Claris, order of contemplative nuns founded by Saints Clare and Francis of Assisi. As the name suggests, the Poor Claris are devoted to extreme poverty. They subsist purely on the donation of alms. Oh, are they the Poor Claris? Excuse me. God bless you, Magdalene. Mousefanger, how are you still alive? No, it's not alive anymore. Pet son of Mousefanger. Oh, and Mousefanger has a son, a kid as well. Oh, rest in peace, Mousefanger. Mousefanger 1. You are now Mousefanger 2. Adorable. Oh, son of Mousefanger. You deserve the pets too. Who's the mom? Schlau? I don't. Is there like a whole arc, like like a subplot of the cats, the animals in this story? Who's yeah, there's only one other cat in the game, and it's Schlau. Is Schlau the mother? Oh, Marguerite's still alive. Hello, Marguerite. It's Magdalene. Oh, Magdalene. God bless you. You don't normally come to the convent alone. What brings you here? Not that you're not welcome, of course. It's always wonderful to have visitors. I had some spare time and thought I would say hello. Oh, well, hello. It is good to hear your voice, though. I enjoy it when outsiders visit the convent. Do you miss the outside world much, sister? Yes, sometimes. I miss the other Benedictine sisters especially. Wait, so... Oh, they were also Benedictine sisters, Benedictine nuns, and they moved on? She never admitted, but Sister Lisbeth had the most wonderful voice. I always stood next to her if I could. Lisbeth. Why stay then? Why didn't you leave when the Benedictines left Kearsarge? Ha! Truth be told, I was too frightened to leave. Kearsarge is my home. I didn't like the idea of becoming accustomed to a new place. Learning the convent's ins and outs was hard enough. I never went outside the convent much anyway. I know where everything is here, even if it's changed over the years. Sister Gertrude had already planned to stay too. The garden always needs tending, and two hands make light work. Besides, I can't leave Mousefanger behind. Aww. I love how it's like, you're still alive? And when you get near it, son of Mousefanger. Ah. Kearsarge is a wonderful place to call home. Ah, of course. She truly is Queen of Kearsarge. Yeah. I can't imagine how drafty and lonely the convent must have been after everyone else left. No, let's just keep it light. Ah, of course. Mousefanger truly is Queen of Kearsarge. Oh, so Mousefanger was a girl, and then they had a son, son of Mousefanger. So the father might be Schlau. Has the convent changed very much since the poor Clarice arrived? So there's a new set of nuns now. Yes, the food is simpler, and some of the prayers are different, but all the chores and gardening is the same. Gertrude misses making ink for the scriptorium, but I've enjoyed learning the sisters' new customs. Speaking of which, I should probably return to my chores. Of course, sister. Apologies for interrupting. Not at all, Magdalene. God bless you. Well, it was nice seeing Marguerite again. And Gertrude. And son of Mousefanger. Ah. Wow. Yeah, the new nuns in town. Franziska. God bless you, Magdalene. Extreme poverty, huh? Alright. We're updated in this location. Let's check out the new mill. What happened there? Snow is creeping down the mountains. Winter will be here soon. Of course, it'll end in winter. This old statue of Saint Moritz has seen better days. What, now they're calling it the statue of Saint Moritz? Ah, legend state, Egyptian-born commander of Roman legion who converted to Christianity. Oh, okay. Oh, what this? Sub. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's just an umlaut. Sub. Good dog. Andreas? Huh. Named after our previous character. Hello. You can call me Magdalene, Andreas. Or, good day, Master Mueller. What are you up to today? Drawing? Anything interesting? No. Secrets. Oh, I see. I'll leave you to it then. Magdalene. Well, the mill's back up. Prettier too. Who are the new millers? Oh, they came back. Elsa came back. Hello, Magdalene. Who's this? Anna? God bless you, Magdalene. Ulrich? Magdalene. Hello, Ulrich. Hello. What are you doing? Watching. Very well. Keep up the good work. Work? Just like Mom. I will work now. Aww. Look at her. She's smiling. Ish. She looked so miserable before. Well, I'm happy. They got out of it. And they named I don't know whose kid this is. Actually, what the hell? I have a this for a reason. Wait. Never mind. There's only one person in it. Fine. Whose child are you, Andreas? Probably Elsa's son. Are you still alive? Oh, the vines are gone. Is Father Tomas still the priest? Is this still important? Mary, Mother of Jesus. Her painting has been here as long as I can remember. Hmm, okay. Maybe the priest is out. I like these parts, like seeing what has changed in the time skip. Martin Bauer. Where we were supposed to go? We're supposed to go to the rat house. Okay, don't go to the rat house yet. Don't advance the story. Brigitta. Hello, Magdalene. Mm-hmm, you're alive. Magdalene. Jobst. Empty house. This was old Ottilia's house. A shame that it's been left here to rot. Oh, man. Yuta. Hey, Magdalene. Hedy. Hello, Magdalene. Simon. Hey, Magdalene. I don't recognize these people anymore. Hans, you're still alive. Hello, Magdalene. Hello, Hans. Did you need something? Kraft hasn't bothered you again, has he? Or gotten into some other trouble? Kraft. No, he's been fine. Mostly. Good. That boy's a thorn in my boot. He's lazy, arrogant, doesn't care for his family. He'll bring shame to the Bauer name one day. Bauer? What? I avoid. Right, he's the uncle of Martin Bauer. I avoid sticking my nose into people's affairs. But Martin. Hmm. Anyway, didn't mean to complain. Until later, Magdalene. Until then. Oh. Oh, we get to convert. Okay. How are you doing? Fine enough. Weather's getting colder. And the family? Healthy and hardworking. Simon's taking care of the winter provisions. He's a good boy. Proud of him. And you know how beautiful and kind-hearted Juta is. Just like her mother. I don't know how I got so lucky. She is a miracle. She will marry a good man soon, I'm sure. There aren't too many options in passing, though. Do you have someone in mind? That young Otts is a good man, I've noticed. Otts, really? He's a fool. He's solid enough. What's our friendship with Otts like? Let's play it like we're childhood friends and we rib on each other a lot. Otts, really? He's a fool. Maybe he acts like a boy sometimes, but he's on the town council. That says a lot about his character. All the same, when Juta has children one day, they'll be beautiful and kind like their mother. There was things to be, I guess. I did my best to raise her right, but her best qualities were all Hydwig? Heilwig? I miss her. The Lord is lucky to have her by his side. Sniff. Kind of you to say, Magdalene. I should get back to it. Until later. Until then. Oh, what? More conversation? Just wanted to see what you were doing. Well, I was just about to leave. I have to go meet Big George soon. Still big. Why? Stuff in the forest needs doing. Now we're like really detective. Empirical mind. What are you two planning? Nothing. We're just carrying logs. Why would you do that? We lift big logs to see who's stronger. It's a contest. Oh, it's that. It's a caber tossing or something. Is that what you call it? We lift big logs to see who's stronger. It's a contest. How long have you been doing this? Does anyone else participate in this contest? Not usually. There aren't many others in tassing strong enough. Other than Big George. Simon's big, like Sepp was, but he's not interested. Sepp. He's always busy taking care of the farm. Maybe Apollo can join us one day. He's been getting stout the last few years. Who are all these people? Alright, who's winning so far? George. But barely. I've been gaining on him. He's growing older and softer with his council work. Oh, he's also on the council. So, this is a thing that men just do from time to time? Me and George, sure. I don't know about anyone else. You're welcome to join us, Magdalene. You happen to have small logs that would suit me. I think it's a cute answer. Plenty of trees in the forest. We'll find you what you need. Maybe we could put some meat on those bones. Sure. Maybe I'll drop by someday. Christ. George just will get a kick out of that. You really mean it, right? Oh, absolutely. Great! I should get back to work now. Until later, Magdalene. Until then. Well, that is a lot. Holy crap. You are amazing, Il Peter. He'll outlive us all. My god. Magdalene. Still alive. Oldest man in the village. Oh, Veronica's so old already. Clara's still alive. Just barging into their bedroom, wow. Peter's hat? No, those aren't. I guess Peter's dead. I guess Peter passed. Maybe. Seems Peter has passed. Or maybe they're all in the council. Aha! Andres, still hammering away, huh? Who's Martha again? Oh, is Martha the girl Andres was talking about? That we asked, we told him to go back for? Hold up. Oh, wait. Matilda and Washslav. What are they did they end up together? God bless you, Magdalene. God bless you, Magdalene. Did they leave their orders and marry? Probably. Artemis. Ursula. Hello, Magdalene. Damn it. We could have made her embrace the old ways. Fabian. Good morning, Magdalene. The Kreutzer house. Black Till. Hello, Magdalene. Oh, Eva found another husband. Hello, Magda. And they have another child, Christina? Hi, Magda. Hello, Christina. What are you doing today? Helping, Mom. Ots is right. You're really pretty. Oh, thank you, Christina. You're really pretty too. He said that in my head. You're really pretty too. Hee. Thank you. Don't tell. It's a secret. I definitely won't. Haha. You're funny, Magda. Magda. So, Blacktail? Who the hell? I don't even remember these people. I don't remember Blacktail. I know I've seen his face around the village, but... Man. The Artemis. We have an Apollo somewhere. I'd like to think Matilda and Wodslav ended up together. Martha. Hey, Magda. Morning, Magdalene. I think Martha is the girl Andres was talking about. So he took her advice after all. So maybe this act is all about seeing the impact of your actions as Andreas Mahler. Maybe this is like an long epilogue of sorts. Resi. Good morning, Mr. Struckerin. Oh. Hey again, Mags. Are you serious? I just told you not to call me that. And what are you all doing out here? Don't you have better things to do? What business is that of yours? Not me. All my work's done, Mags. What do you care? You sound like you've got important work to do. I guess he's the brother of Artemis. What? Wow, last minute character creation. Bookkeeping. Magdalene is proficient with balancing numbers and general accounting of data information. Domestics. Magdalene can handle anything connected with household or animal work. I was gravitating towards this. Magdalene maintains and tinkers with the press and type, and sometimes works with Baltas. I want that! Yeah! Tinker. Baltas is the inventor. I keep the press running for my dad, and I work with Baltas on his inventions. So Baltas really did stay with us. That seems a little more important than standing around the commons in the middle of the day. Baltas's inventions are stupid. Doesn't seem like something a girl should be involved with, if you ask me. Right? No one did. Calm down, Mags. You're going to get a reputation. Too late to worry about that. She already has a reputation. I do? Oh. What's a reputation? Barbs. Magdalene is skilled at stinging, countering, and otherwise deflating people in conversation. Considering, okay, Andreas gave us that book. We're very well read. empirical mind and all. It leads to a sharp wit. So I'm looking at Barb's. Flirt. Magdalene likes to playfully tease and flirt with people. Haggle. Magdalene is a strong negotiator, whether it comes to finances or other matters of trade. Or a snoop. Magdalene has a penchant for sneaking around, eavesdropping on conversations, and passing gossip. So, as someone who's been reading a lot, maybe depends on what we're reading. But a sharp wit and snooping around are my two options. Do we like getting into other people's business, eavesdrop? As a player, this is our attitude. Would she be known for that? Or maybe we could just, conversation, sharp wit, flies over a lot of people's heads, but she gets the last word in. This sounds like a version of the orator. But Snoop, maybe it'll allow us to really sneak around, not get noticed, and eavesdrop. Has there been I don't think there's a reason for Magdalene to snoop around. As the only child of Klaus, son of a book printer, reading a lot of books, advanced books, one gifted by Andreas Mahler. Sure, she could get into a very adventurous spirit, like, oh, nothing's happening in this town. I'm gonna eavesdrop on everyone's business and make life exciting. But yeah, Barb's sounds more like I have my father, my books, and Andreas to thank for this. So maybe Barb's. At least I have a reputation. If you died today, your epitaphs would read 3 shitheads who spent every morning harassing girls in the commons. Assuming you got a grave, that is. Well, this will be remembered. Oh my god. More likely to toss your worthless bodies in a compost heap and hope for a better return. Jesus Christ. Say, Jesus Christ. Alright, we got it. Lay off. Did you get those things your dad wanted? Oh, that's right. Not yet. No, not yet. Hopefully I can just drop them off and start my reading for the day. So yeah, she does read a lot. Reading? It's a Gaston. Reading? What book is so important that you need to get back to it? Are you like talking to Gaston? Did Ots grow up to be like Gaston? And we're like Belle at this point. Oh, okay. What are we reading? Reformation. Magdalene has read a wide range of contemporary books on the Reformation and Counter-Reformation. Volksbucher or Volksbucher. Magdalene is familiar with the most popular common books of the day. Assorted trivia, almanacs, common knowledge, and scatological stories. Or a polyglot. Magdalene can't speak any foreign languages other than Italian, but she can read a little of almost all of them. I don't really want not Reformation. Kearsarge Abbey burning, like, for me it's either polyglot or Volksbücher. But it's hard to choose. For me it's either polyglot or Volksbücher. Like the popular books, or like, hey, have you read the newest book? The New York Times, the Bavarian Times best-selling author. This seems interesting because, polyglot, this is practical. Yeah, we're gonna get more out of the texts of the story. And it makes sense because as a daughter of a printer, so many books come to us and we see so many different languages. Yeah, Reformation is topical. But but already, I'm not sure, like, it's already 9 years later. Martin Luther did side with the aristocrats during the German Peasant Revolution. It was quashed. Reformation is happening in London, right? I don't know if that's still going on. A lot of reformations in the church, but I feel like that's something Magdalene wants to kind of distance herself. Hearing the stories maybe of her father and what happened to the town. Yeah, I can't choose between Polyglot or Volksbücher. Because this might mean we have, oh, I heard about that one. Or, she knows what's up. Her pop culture is updated. She's read all the latest issues. Polyglot seems like a practical thing for gameplay-wise. Blush Pink Peony, hello, thank you for the heart. Welcome in. We're just deciding here what background we should give Magdalene. It's a surprise character creation for the last act of the game. But I think this is where everything will come together now. It's gonna say, Andreas Mahler did these things. You did these things. Look what you did to this town. Etc. I think Volksbücher would be nice to get more context into like what's common, like trivia. Like, hey, did you know at this time in Bavaria, these things are happening? Though I must admit, yeah, Polyglot is super interesting. And I'm gonna be sad once we find texts we cannot read. But I think Volksbücher might work for this act because 9 years have passed. What's the sitch? What's the story? What's happening? What's currently going on? So I want to be updated with those affairs. I think that's why they put like a blue bird here. It's probably Twitter of the times, right? So yeah, I'm on Twitter. Which one? She can read a little of almost all of them. It's implying that there will be a lot. So this is more like the gameplay option then. I don't know, but trivial almanacs, common knowledge, scatological stories. This one, I feel like we'll also get a lot from this because she'll tell us, the player, about what's trending. And hey, well, I feel like I want to know what's trending, but for Polyglot, if there's text we can Google Translate. Us as players will know, but not Magdalene. Like, who's the thread puller? I should remember the thread puller. I'll go with this. Melusine. Esther sent it to me from Prague. Huh? Wait, what was she asking? An Imperial City, Oh, what book? Yeah, okay. What book we're reading? What is Melusine? Is that a real book? Probably, right? Melusine book. No, I doubt it. There is a Melusine, but it's a modern book. Melusine. Esther sent it to me from Prague. Is that about the snake woman who takes off all her clothes? Of course you would have read it. Sort of, but no, not really. Or at all. Ooh, does it have any pictures? Right, I want to see. Calm down. I'm not showing you lecherous dogs anything. Don't you read all sorts of books about trees and birds and whatever? That's thanks to us as Andreas. We gave her that book. Don't you read all sorts of books about trees and birds and whatever? Yes, trees and birds and whatever. That's right. People are finally writing down what they see in nature instead of copying something a Greek imagined centuries ago. Do you have any books on frogs? What? Never mind. Oh, okay. If you like frogs, I'll tell you about it. Wait. Aren't you supposed to be at the rat house too? You're on the council. Sure, but it's pointless without your dad's plans. Hurry up and get them. I'll see you there. I hope I don't regret that decision. Agnes. They never had a child, huh? Yeah. That's why Agnes became the midwife, I guess. She herself could not. Well, she and Lucky, they lost. And I like that. It's pretty tragic. You know, they had miscarried many times. Or even just one miscarriage. They lost their daughter. They lost another kid. So it was Agnes's mission to deliver the babies of this town safely. And she did. In fact, all of us were probably plucked from our mother's wombs by Agnes. Brett. Bless you, Magdalene. Oh, yeah, her husband was shot by Lenhart. So the bakery falls upon her. I can smell the anise in the breeze. Reminds me when I was little. Dad always bought anise cakes from Gret to help soothe my stomach when I was ill. Okay, hold up. What if we go here without the plants? Wow, look at the rat house. Good day, Mr. Struckerin. The rat house is the biggest building in Tassing. Baltus's clock took ages to build in place. Oh, he made the clock! Nice. Doctor is still here? Huh. Probably in the council. Nazio? Ciao, Magdalene. Oh, he's Italian. Of course. He looks like a stereotypical Italian playboy. Baltus's workshop. I wonder if we can do another lesson soon. So we are an inventor, and we are also on medieval Twitter. Magdalene! Stare nervously. Oh, don't look at me like that. It's a happy occasion. This cinnamon I added to the beer is perfect. Cinnamon to beer. Oh wow, see look, a Twitter. I swear, that's why they made it a bluebird. It's Twitter. Isn't that a spice? You're making beer? Cinnamon? Doesn't that come from Ceylon? Ugh. Yes, at great cost. Oh, never mind that. The copper pots you helped me pipe are part of the process. Oh, I thought it was something for something more serious. I think I'm just like, huh. It's for the Christmas celebration. Oh, I suppose you don't have much time left. Quite right. The wheel of time stops for no man. But it's going to be wonderful. Cinnamon, coffee from Ethiopia, cacao from the New World. Jesus Christu, acciadanaro fas tutu. Jesus Christ, something, 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 something. Well, I wouldn't understand this because I don't understand. I can read the languages, but you know what? Maybe I would have understood this if I picked polyglot. God damn it. It's okay. I'm liking the trivia we're getting. Jesu Christu. Acha danaru fatsetutu. Oh, it translates for us. Oh, right. Magdalene does speak Italian because the books we get are mostly Italian. So we know German and Italian by default. Jesus Christ. He who has the money can do everything. Problem? Of course not. It's your money. It's your money. Most expensive beer ever. Anyway, I'm quite excited about it. Clearly. As such, alchemy is not normally my strong suit. And for all of Nazu's complaints about the cost, the base rye we're using is free. Really? Yes. Yeah. The farmer had so much rye this year, they couldn't use it all. Oh. Gret made as much bread with it as she could, but she wound up having to throw a lot out. So why not make beer? Yes, why not? Nod vaguely. And I love that we chose Tinker. I love that we're his apprentice essentially. It also kind of mirrors like Caspar and Andreas. And Andreas is the one that encouraged we as Andreas encouraged this inventor to keep it up. You know, we believed in what he was trying to do to help the people. Imagine that. He was trying to build the first tractors, the first automated plows. But of course, we know that, you know, technology, that he was a man ahead of his time. But Andreas is like, don't give up, keep going. And now, the legacy that Andreas helped leave behind is helping this man find his confidence, Magdalene being interested in a natural world, and perhaps now, as a tinker, being part of that, inventing under Baltas. I like that. Yes, why not? Oh, thank you. If it isn't Mistress Magdalene. Hello, Baltas. Hello, Naziu. How are your inventions coming along, Baltas? Oh, very well, thank you. I was just showing Naziu how our rat house clock works on one of my smaller prototypes. It is a fascinating process, truly. I never considered that one man could make something so complex by himself. Ah, yes, our background. Wait. The clock tower is the wonder of Tassing. Well, you do have to account for Anders' help in smithing the parts, and Otis building the framework. Told it too. I bet there are one or two women who could make a fine clock if given a chance. Damn, I think that'll feed into this. I'd love to create something so intricate one day. Maybe a new kind of printing press. Hint, hint. Let me invent more, Baltas. And what kind of printing press would that be, pray tell? I don't know yet, but I'm sure I can come up with something. How about this? Maybe something with automatically sorted type. That would make the process faster. Automatically sorted type? Huh. Okay. That would make the process faster. Haha! You've made me onto something there, Magda. Can you imagine? Automatic type. Truly an ingenious idea if one could ever make it happen. Was that autocorrect? I don't know. Auto type? Autofill? Well, unless it's a real thing. Auto sorted type. It's a bit ridiculous, I admit. Stranger things have been attempted. The ideas are still fuzzy, but I think I can make it work. Someday. Well, I should look forward to her debut, mistress. In the meantime, shall we get back to work, Baldas? Hmm? Oh, yes, of course. Please excuse us, Magdalene. We're rather busy at the moment. Until later, then. I guess that's his partner, assistant. Ciao, Magdalene. Lover? I don't... Everything, all of the above. Because he ran away from his arranged marriage, right? Well, so he ran away from the arranged marriage, ended up here, so much happier. And who knows? Oops. Ah, Magdalene, it's good to see you. But you've forgotten the mural sketches. They're sitting on my workbench at home. Would you mind grabbing them for me? I need to show them to the council. Yes, of course. I'll be right back. So who is on the council? Okay, we have Otts. Who's that kid? Is that Elsa's kid? The artist? Dad? Klaus? Ooh, Father Tomas is still here. Big George. And yes, what is his name? Werner, the doctor. Yeah, he's still there. So that's the council of the town. And I don't know what you're doing here, Carl. You're standing guard again. Carl was the one who was standing guard at the crypt. Okay, I think we talked to everyone already. So we're updated, more or less. We've been to all the locations, I think. Yeah? Okay. Sleep? I'm not tired right now. Drucker House Upper. So I sleep downstairs and Dad sleeps up here. The Rat House mural sketches. I think this is what my dad wants. I think these are all of the plans. What is this part of the plans? Oh no! What do you want, Thread Puller? Stop. Huh. Yeah, and Magdalene was too young for us to tell about this. This isn't Dad's handwriting. I can actually kind of read this. Ha! What an odd color. We don't have an ink like this here. I think the color stands out. It's so specific. It seems so special. What an odd color. We don't have an ink like this here. At least, I don't think we do. Well, whatever. I'll bring it just in case. Alright. I'll get these over to the rat house. Stop? Stop what? Who's gonna kill my dad? I found the mural plans. And a strange note. I should ask Dad about it later. But right now, I need to take them to the rat house in the Northern Commons. Ah, okay, here. Thanks to the book given to us by Andreas, we have a basic empirical mind. She's well read on the nature of plants and animals, as well as possessing a keen ability to think through and process information she receives along with its implications. Magdalene is a tinker, She maintains and tinkers with the press and type, and sometimes works with Baltus the inventor. Magdalene is also skilled at stinging, countering, and otherwise deflating people in conversation. And finally, Magdalene is familiar with the most popular common books of the day. I'm pretty sure so many people come to us for printing, maybe. Assorted trivia, almanacs, common knowledge, and scatological stories. Apollo Gertner. Oh, he's a Gertner. Son of Veronica and Big George Gertner. Twin brother of Artemis. Ah, okay. Apollo and Artemis are the twins of Big George and Veronica. Esther Sommerfeld. Daughter of Benjamin and Rachel. They stayed? Jewish printers from Prague, born in Tassing during the revolt of 1525. Friend and epistolarian of Magdalene. Epistolarian? What's that again? Epistolarian. One who writes letters. Oh. Ah, okay, yeah. Esther's in Prague. Right, no, they didn't stay. But we maintained communication with Rachel. Maybe Rachel grew up. They stayed in Tassing for a while, maybe. And then she's our pen pal, epistolarian of Magdalene. Kraft Bauer, son of Brigitta and Martin Bauer, grandson of Agnes and the late Lucky Steinauer. Is Brigitta the daughter of Agnes or Lucky? Or is Martin the son of Lucky? Oh, I don't know. Martha Pfeifferin, the younger sister of the late Anton, daughter of Carl and Helena. Carl, the one who's standing outside watching the rat house. Helena. Cannot remember. Oh well. But Threadpuller is still active. None of the priests. The priests are gone. I don't understand how we're still arguing about this. These murals should depict the truth. What we know is the truth. I don't think it's so simple, Klaus. Are you afraid of angering our Lord, Father Thomas? I think Father Thomas means that the truth is not so easily agreed upon. I don't know. I'm tired of arguing. I just wanted to look nice and show what happened. Oh, hey, he lost his eye during the revolt. Magdalene, thank you for bringing these. Maybe illustrations will succeed where talking has failed. I'm done arguing with them. I'll see you at home for supper. It's all right, Magdalene. We don't need to see his drawings. It's not that we don't understand what he's trying to do. I didn't realize we had upset him so much. Sounds like things got worse after I left. Well, we've been arguing about this for almost 2 hours. For all the good it did us, he hasn't budged. What's the point of talking if you can't make any progress? Magdalene, could you speak to your father? Help him see things from our point of view? Father Tomas, I don't even know what you're all arguing about. So in the end, I ran to get plans that you don't want to see, and now you want me to do something else for you. That sounds like more of the Magdalene we're building. Well, no, actually, I don't even know what you're all arguing. I don't know what you're all arguing about. What is your point of view? Klaus has strong, very strong opinions on how the history of Tassing of Kierso Abbey should be portrayed. Oh, so this is the final act. Like, it's you choose how to remember the game. Like, what the mural should be like. And those portrayals may upset some of our neighbors. Isn't the real concern that it's going to upset the Lord? Isn't everyone really worried about him coming here someday and seeing the revolt memorialized on the wall? You keep saying that we all disagree with him. I don't think I do. Not entirely. Well, what do you think, George? I know I'm not the smartest man in this room, but I know what happened to my own dad. I know what he did. It doesn't feel right to ignore what happened to him. What happened to Otto. Look, you all knew my dad. I never had a chance. I don't want to make the people in this town angry. I don't want to make our Lord angry. None of us do. But maybe there's a way to tell this story in a way that's true, without upsetting anyone. So, it's all very complicated, you see, Magdalene? Try to get him to consider a portrayal of our history that's a little less inflammatory. Oh, we got this. We got the hedgehog thing. We should use it. But my father was deeply affected by the revolt. It won't be easy to convince him of anything. I don't think it's as complicated as you all think. So you want me to convince him to do what you say. I'm sure that will work. And to think the council's meant to be the best in Tassing. And to think the council's meant to be the best of Tassing. Magdalene! Such speech is entirely uncalled for. We need to come to an agreement or call off the mural entirely. He's been wanting to paint this mural for years. You can't tell him no all of a sudden. Then help us, Magdalene. Your father will listen to you. Alright, I won't promise anything though. It's already hard enough to convince. Fine, but only so he can paint it. Not on account of your bickering like children. Now I'm going back home. This mess has taken up too much of my day already. Yeah, we're playing her not as nicely. She's not as nice as Andreas. Magdalene. Thank you for bringing the drawings to the rat house. I'm sorry it was a waste of time. Those men don't know what they want. When I tell them what I'm trying to do, they get scared. Then they talk and talk and talk. They talk all day, and we're never any closer to a decision. I'm sick of it. Sick of the whole thing. Dad, I'm worried about you. They'd probably stop arguing if you just proposed something more predictable. No, that's not what the game was trying to tell us from the beginning. You know, Brother Piero's words would still resonate today. Can you just start working on it? If they don't like it, they'll have to figure it out for themselves. This sounds more like Magdalene right now. Thank you, Fisher. There's gotta be a food pick to make me hungry. At 12 a.m. my time. It has been some time as well since we had a food session in this game. So thank you, Fisher. Welcome in. Thank you for sharing this. What did you have today? Okay, you don't have to translate the name, but This dish is great. What's this dish? It looks like a curry of something. Is it a curry? No, no, I don't think it's like a curry. Maybe it's like gravy. It looks like gravy. Hamburger steak? Hamburger. Is that it? A hamburger steak? Oh, this looks like a hamburger or Salisbury steak. Yeah, okay, not a curry. It looks like a gravy of sorts. I'm calling it something like Salisbury steak or hamburger steak. I'm not sure. It looks delicious though. Or what is it in your language? Anywho, there was a peasant revolt. We could not predict. We could not prevent it, and sadly, people died. Oh yeah, your parents. Okay, but thank you for sharing. It looks delicious. It looks like hamburger steak to me. Does it taste like gravy? I don't know. All right, let us know. We're just trying to get to a point right now where it might be good to pause. But as you can see, we changed protagonists. Apparently, we died. Maybe this has been going on for a while. So, yeah, I'm gonna say like maybe this has been going on for a while. Ah, wait, no, we just found out about it now. So, very Magdalene, or at least our Magdalene, can you just start working on it? If they don't like it, they'll have to figure it out for themselves. I could, but the first payment requires the council's approval. Damn it. I don't even care about the money. Maybe you're right. To hell with them. I didn't realize you were so upset about it. We hear all of these stories about what this place was, how it came to be. And it feels like history, some things that happened before, happened to other people. But 18 years ago, we lived through something, you and I. Everyone in Tasing. No, not 9 years. 18 years? Again, I'm not sure about the time skip. 18 years then. But 18 years ago, we lived through something, you and I. Everyone in Tasing. Everyone wants to forget about it. Pretend it didn't happen. Okay, so 18 years. You don't. No, I don't. All those years ago, I did nothing. Hey, you printed the 12 articles. I was worried for you. Worried for Benjamin and Rachel and Esther. Yeah. Those are his friends. His friends happened to get stuck in this town, and the wife the wife gave birth here. I was so afraid that I'd lose you. I wouldn't have been able to bear it. In the end, so many people died anyway. Peter and Ulrich, and Andreas and all of the others. Yeah, this guy has lost so many people already. And we lived. Dad, everyone says that it wouldn't have made any difference. If you and the others had fought, you would have died. I would have died. Maybe I could have stopped him from going to the mill. Or maybe we could have stopped the peasants from burning it down. Yeah, that scene was weird for me. They let him walk into the library with combustible materials with a torch in hand. And everyone just stared at him walk in as he walked in. Like, didn't anyone... Big George was right beside him. Everyone was looking at Peter, and they just let him walk into the library with a torch. And they're like, oh, what did you do? It's like, there was so much time to like, okay, we could have stopped him. This basically invalidated everything we tried to do. He walked in there, set it on flame anyway, and we could not stop him. I wonder if that is avoidable, or that is just a script. Google says it's chops in dish, but that's wrong. But it's pork chops. We usually make it in the oven in a deep dish of some kind. The Danish name is koteler ifad. But I used a pan on the stove instead to save on power bill. Right? I've never heard of this. But perhaps there are like similar forms elsewhere. But I would like to Google that native name. And it's giving me everything in Danish. Okay. It is a traditional dish. So it's a true Danish classic traditional dish. What's the closest to relate to it? I guess it's its own thing. Here, there's a recipe. Pork chop dish with fennel and apples. Wow, that is such a generic name. I guess it's one of those things. There's just no translation. It is just that. I'm not sure to pronounce it, but yeah, it's just that. It's koteletter ifad. That's it. No translation needed. Traditional Danish dish. First time I've heard about it. Would love to try it eventually. I'm wondering now like what the closest is to it. Like, okay, pork chops, so it's pork in a deep dish. The kind of sauce, that's what I'm wondering. Okay. It looks like Salisbury steak on the surface. Alright. Or maybe we could have stopped the peasants from burning it down. Yes. But maybe this is all happening so fast. Maybe everyone was just I don't know. It's just I was like in my head. I was like, why isn't anyone trying to stop Peter? Why did they let him go in the library with a torch? We'll never know. Is that what this is about? This mural? You can't change the past, Dad. Or should he talk about the mural? Is that what this is about? This mural? It's a chance to put something down in a place where everyone can see. If people start to forget, this will remind them. You were here. This happened. Ooh. If I don't do it, who will? Don't let it get to you. You're right, Dad. I wish the men in that rat house saw me the way that you do. They'll come around. No, one way or another, you'll figure it out. I hope so. All the arguing has left me beat. I'm going to bed early. All right. I'm going to stay up for a bit and write a letter to Esther. Good. Please say hello to her for me. And her parents. I know, Dad. Good night, Magdalene. I love you. I love you too. Okay, have a good relationship 18 years later. All this running around has left me tired too. It'll be nice to sit down at my desk and just write for a while. Yeah, we talked to everyone already, so no need to explore really. But I can't help it! Wasn't that home already? Come to Denmark. Alright, you owe me a meal. If I ever go to Denmark. Not sure when. So I'll just have to settle for imagining it right now. I'll just think of pork steak. Like pork in burger steak sauce, I guess. I could also look at the recipe and like see what's in it and try to make it just to see what it's like. Drucker House. I'm sure it won't taste as good, of course, but just to see what... Oh, it's kind of like this other dish, maybe. Okay. When I got to the rat house, Dad was arguing with everyone in the council about what the mural should tell about Tassig and Kearsaw's history. He got so upset that he left. The council asked me to get Dad to see their point of view. I'm not even sure I see their point of view. I should head home and see how he's doing. Dad feels a lot of pressure to represent our town's history properly in the mural. He thinks he let down his friends during the revolt and sees this as a way to set things right. Now that he's gone off to bed, I should sit down at my desk to write a letter to Esther in Prague. Okay. So I guess Act 3 is just all about what do you want to put in the mural. The end. Like, what are the stakes now? Or is it just one big epilogue? Just seeing, well, consequences. Still here. This guy is still here. So maybe he did come to care for the town. Ciao, Magdalene. Alright. Is Ressi the one... I don't remember anymore. Well, Andreas encouraged Endris to go back to some woman he met. But I'm also happy for these two, Matilda and Watslav. It seems like they've left the convent and the church. So maybe they're together now? Not sure how I feel about Ursula and whoever this dude is. Who's Fabian again? Ots. Ugh, stop calling me Mags. Let's write that letter. Alright, where to begin? I should write to Esther. Dearest Esther, I hope you've been well. Autumn has reached us here in Tassing at last. I hope you and your family are well. Dad sends his regards to your parents like usual. I've spent the last few days collecting oak galls with Sister Gertrude. I don't suppose you have the chance to do that in Prague. Sister Gertrude has been teaching me how to grind them into a smooth ink. It's difficult work, but you'll find no better ink anywhere in Bavaria. I'll send along a bottle with this letter. Oh, did I mention? Dad started a new project. He's painting a mural of Tassing's history in our new rat house to memorialize the revolt. The whole thing has me thinking about my own family history, past, present, and future. Oh no. The printing shop has been in the family for years. I'm looking forward to taking it over. I don't think I want to stay in Tassing forever. It's a quaint place to grow up, but I'm 20 now. Oh no, what do we do? Are we gonna move on? Because I remember as Andreas, we were talking to Klaus, and I think Klaus was saying, of course, Klaus was hoping that Magdalene will grow up to take over the business. I think I believe in the printing press. I think it's very important, and more people who get to read, more accessible books. I think it's a cause Magdalene can stay behind. The printing shop has been in the family for years. I'm looking forward to taking it over. Of course, Dad will keep running it until he can't pull the levers anymore. But I'll take over sooner or later. That's kind of grim, though. Oh, if I inherit the shop, I won't have to get married either. Of course, the print shop will be more profitable than anything else my husband does. Especially if I have to marry Otts. Even if I have to marry Oz. Even if I marry Otts. Especially if I have to marry Otts. Christ. You don't believe how annoying he is. I think his mom is under the impression he's been courting me. Can you imagine? And yes, before you break the nib off your pen, I will come visit you in Prague. I promise. I'll try to make time to visit before winter. Life has been bustling here. Dad's been busy with the rat house mural, so I've taken over in the workshop. I'm sure it'll be a sight to behold once it's finished. Right back to me soon. All my love, Magda. Oh, it's the clock. It's a clock now. With actual hours and time. Go to bed. Alright. Wrote a letter. Let's go to bed. It was delicious. Glad to hear. Hey, I thought you were going to bed early. Chapter 2? Is that far? It must be really... You've been playing for a while, right? You have so many hours into it already. It's a long game if you're just in chapter 2. It's late. I should get some rest soon. Why do I always feel like there's something interesting going on in the evening? Oh, 3 chapters. Okay. So it's like 3 big acts. Yeah, 3-act structure, all that kind of jazz. Just like this. We are in Act 3 now. Chapter something. Let's go to bed and perhaps... No, we can stream for an hour. A couple more hours. I want to see where this goes. 35-ish hours. Damn. Who's gonna get murdered? Is someone gonna get murdered in Act 3? The thread puller's still there. And the thread puller said stop. So the thread puller's threatening my dad to not paint the mural. So I'm suspecting our dad's gonna get murdered. Fuck! He's getting murdered! Ah! Dad? Dad! Magdalene! Dad! Hang on, I'm coming! Fudge! Fuck! Thread puller! Dad! Magdalene! Fuck, they bashed him on the head. What happened? Are you alright? You're bleeding. Someone came into the house. They hit me over the head. I'll go get Dr. Stolz. Try not to move, Dad. Magdalene, it's not safe. Whoever attacked me. I can't carry you across town, Dad. I won't be long, I swear. Please just hold on. This wound is too deep for me to take her off on my own. We need Dr. Stolz. Magdalene, be careful. I will. I'll be right back, I promise. Damn it! Me and my big mouth. Dad's the next murder victim. Oh, he's not dead. This is a chance. The thread puller messed up. Thread puller messed up. Paul, do you know why anyone would want to attack you, Klaus? You're really happy that you got to see. Oh, well, I'm glad you're able to get it to Midnight Suns because of it. And that's also partly the reason why I do like sharing the stuff I play. Perhaps someone will find it fun as well. And again, thanks to you and Vanua and others as well for recommending games that I would have never played if you guys didn't bring it up. So, you know, it's a two-way street. I'm glad that you were able to get into it and you're having fun with it. Do you know why anyone would want to attack you, Klaus? No. Maybe someone didn't like one of the books I sold them. Are you sure you didn't see a shadow and hit your head on the printing press? Come on, George. You saw the workshop. Somebody was looking for something. A burglar? In Tassing? That's preposterous. Oh, he was looking for the documents. That's why it's important. We took the documents out. And I think we gave it to them or we left it somewhere. I don't know, but it seemed like he was looking for the documents. The mural. He doesn't want... The thread puller does not want that mural to come to light. Who the hell is this thread puller? A burglar. In Tassing. That's preposterous. Well, if it wasn't an attack, what was it? Enough! It was a deliberate blow to the head. Unless any of you wish to debate my diagnosis. No, of course not. No. As I thought. Truthfully, Klaus, I'm surprised the blow didn't kill you. You have a strong skull. It's a grave injury. Magdalene, you'll need to help take care of your father. Obviously, I will. Whatever I need to do. Good. Of course, the mural will have to be called off now. Klaus, you absolutely cannot get out of bed. Oh, is the thread puller one of these people? No. It has to be done. This is too important. Just give me some time to rest. I'll find a way to make it work. I don't think we need to cancel the entire project. Can't we just wait? Klaus, your health comes first. Anyway, we haven't been able to agree on what the mural should be. Death in the Water 2. Oh, let me check this out. I'll just finish this I'll just finish this scene. Indeed, it might be best to abandon the entire idea. With respect, Father Tomas, you are not on this council. Yes, just offering an opinion. I can paint the mural. Dun dun dun! Thread puller's gonna go after Magdalene. What? Mags? Quit joking around. Well, I know you want to help your dad, but aren't you too young for something this big? I've been painting since before I could walk. You don't think I'm good enough? I'm old enough to run the print shop by myself, and Dad trusts me to illustrate the books. Isn't that enough? I'm older than Otts, and he's on the town council, and he doesn't even do anything. Because he's a man. I'm old enough to run the print shop by myself, and the dad trusts me to illustrate the books. Isn't that enough? Painting a mural this large and complicated will take a lot of skill and expertise. Isn't Paul an artist? Didn't he, since they left his father, didn't he pursue the arts? What happened to him? So, that's why we were having your dad make it. He's been making art forever. I agree with Paul. Klaus needs home care. You're best suited for that, Magdalene. Not a mural. They're all skirting around what they really want to say. What is that supposed to mean? Well, are you sure you're up for it? Physically, I mean. It's quite demanding. You'd be up on the scaffolding and could fall. What would any of you know about it? Are you listening to me? I've already been doing this work for years. All right. I can see where this is going. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. You can second guess me all you want, but Dad knows what it takes. I can do it, Dad. If you don't trust Magdalene to do the mural, to hell with a lot of you. Klaus! Says Thomas. If you don't trust her, you don't trust me. I'll never do any work for this council again. Ooh. Alright. I say we let her. It doesn't look like we have much of a choice. Well, sadly, it took our father to convince them, but, you know, being realistic here, 1535? 1545? 1540s? Very well. Alright, Magdalene, you can do it. But you still need to talk to us about what you're doing. Alright? Fine. But I'm taking Dad's ideas into account. Well, we'll figure it out. Thanks, Magdalene. Rest up, Klaus. I'll do my best, George. Shit. Okay, killer failed. Or killer... Magdalene. Just a moment. Yes? What is it? I didn't want to say this in front of your fathers or the others. Your father is lucid right now, but his injury is severe. His current demeanor is misleading. Oh no. What are you saying? Magdalene. There is damage to his brain. He may have a few weeks, maybe even a few months left. But he's not going to survive. Can't we take him to see a surgeon? No. He can't be moved in this condition. In fact, he shouldn't move at all. Even if he could, I don't think the finest Italian surgeons would know how to deal with trauma like this. So he's just going to die? And there's nothing I can do about it? You can make him comfortable, and you can enjoy the time you have left. I can help with palliative care. But time will run out before long. I'm sorry, Magdalene. Damn. Thread puller! Screw that guy. October 23. It's almost Oktoberfest. 6 p.m. 6 a.m. Dad needs to be able to see the mural in its finished form. That's the stake now. But I don't know how much time he has left. Werner said it could be a few months or... God protect him. I'll pick up where Dad left off. He wanted to paint the history of Tassing, from its earliest days to the revolt. I'll start with the earliest part of Tassing's history, the pagan tribes and the Romans. Then I'll move on to the founding of the Abbey and Tassing's saints. After that, I should find a way to represent our recent history. Depicting the revolt is important to Dad. People in Tassing might know some of the town's history, but not all of it. Dad said the library in Kierso had those records. He's going to write to the last prioress to see if she had any information. I should write to her now while I'm thinking about it. Convincing the council. Damn. Alright. The attack. Oh, Mother Illuminata's still alive. Oh yeah, let's check the game out. And perhaps we'll also wind down. It feels like a good chapter break. Like, investigating in earnest, starting on the mural in earnest. We're going to pick up that up next week. Next week, however, it is Christmas. Next week, Friday, is December 23. 22. Okay, not yet. I might be able to stream still. Last week of streaming next week before the holidays, maybe? We'll see. I'm not sure about my plans yet. As for... Death in the Water. But yeah, I like that we get to play as Magdalene. And they time skip hard. So now we really see drastic change. And I really hope we'll see the consequences of Andreas Mahler's actions. I mean, I'll miss him, but I'd like to see now from the perspective of Magdalene. What did Andreas really leave behind? Or what did he help leave behind? So it's about us choosing how to remember what happened. We're gonna make sure that mural is truthful. Bear it all. Yeah. Death in the Water too. Is the one you were mentioning, Fisher? Dodge and carve your way through swarms of terrifying... Oh no, it's underwater. Swarms of terrifying sea creatures controlled by death. A vicious giant mind-controlling kraken that haunts your every move. Scavenge for hidden treasures to unlock weapons and upgrades to help you in your fight for survival. Every dive reveals a new nightmare. Okay, every dive reveals a new nightmare. Is this a procedurally generated roguelite kind of thing? Death in the Water, at its core, it's a wave-based shooter, but combines elements of terrifying horror and tension with heart-pounding and adrenaline-fueled action. Each dive, or wave, typically starts off with elements of exploration, where the pace is a bit slower, and it gives you a chance to find treasure. Okay, so it's one of those things. It's a wave-based shooter. At any time, Death will launch a mind control attack on all creatures. Feeding Frenzy will kick off, you being the primary target. That's very much like the director in Left 4 Dead, with a horde being signaled. You'll need to survive and complete dive objectives. Interesting. But look at all those sharks. But oh my god, it's like I'm gonna feel the wrinkles of the water. Yeah, might not be creepy, but probably very action-packed in terms because you get to fight back. And January 2023. Wow, January is so close. We'll see how it is. But thank you, wishlisting that. All right. So next week, well, no, this weekend we're gonna finish. What were we playing? House of Ashes. As you mentioned, Fisher, we're in the last act of House of Ashes, right? We're pretty much at the tail end of the game already, so might be a quick one. But the finale of House of Ashes, part of the Dark Pictures anthology, we'll be concluding that this weekend. Next Tuesday, we'll try to fit as much gaming as we can. No promises, because it is the holidays. Things tend to get busy. But we'll be going on holiday break eventually, but not right now. I'd like to keep playing. Tuesday is Ragnarok Day. We're gonna be we just met the Fates. That was a fun little sequence. So on Tuesday, we're gonna be continuing the story of God of War Ragnarok. We're gonna be hunting down Heimdall. Thursday, I feel like we'll be able to finish Pentiment. There I go again, making promises we might not be able to keep. We are in the last act. We are playing as Magdalene. We just started, however. Let's see what happens. I don't know if Act 3 will be significantly shorter. Because usually it's Act 2 that's the longest, right? And then Act 3 is just to wrap up things and all that. But the thread puller is still out there. I honestly don't know how it's going to conclude. Like, what is the purpose of the thread puller at all? To obviously, didn't want the mural. Didn't wanted Otto out as a troublemaker. He's the victim so far. But why the Baron was also there to basically these people were going to be forces of change, which the thread puller doesn't want. So the thread puller just wants to maintain the status quo. Who the hell is the thread puller? Does it matter now? But right now we're gonna focus on the mural. It's very personal now. As Magdalene, we want to finish the mural before our father passes. And I'm hoping that yes, it'll be a challenge to do this on our own before our father passes. He has a brain injury. He might die soon. So my prediction right now is we're going to meet Caspar, and maybe Caspar as the apprentice to Andreas Mahler. Perhaps he'll help us out, right? And together we'll be able to finish on time. We'll see. Caspar's still out there. I'm not sure. He remembered things for a reason, right? So the things we do as Andreas, I'm really curious to see how it'll all tie together in Act 3. Yeah, and he's still alive. Maybe it's not just one. Here we go again with conspiracy theories. Maybe it's a group of thread pullers. But, simple words. Sent a message to our father. Stop. He didn't go after Andreas Mahler. Right? He didn't do that. Maybe it is Andreas Mahler all along. Ha ha ha. I don't think. No, I doubt it. We'll see. But right now, again, the stakes are personal. Our dad doesn't have much time left. We need to finish this work before that. We're going to continue that next Thursday. Thanks, everyone. Again, Fisher and Vanuel for always being here. I'm so grateful. And for the others who dropped by as well, thank you so much. I'll be seeing you all this weekend. Business as usual. I'll be going to HEMA. We'll see if I do have the energy to stream, but we will be concluding House of Ashes. It might be a short stream, but it depends on your speed and how many live to the end. So far, we lost one, right? We lost, what's his name? The the one people, what's his name? One who looks like Fred from Scooby-Doo. We lost him. So that is on us. We were given many opportunities to back out and not bring in the infected person. But we did it over and over and over. So, excuse me. Clarice turned and killed Fred. It has something to do with history. Yeah, maybe. Tuesday, you need to go to the doctor, get your final medical checkup for your case. You're mentioning this. Best of luck with that, Fisher. At least that's the feel I get. And he's still alive. You think he's something? You think he's a historical figure, maybe? Who knows? I am curious to reveal. Like, what the hell, man? Look what you've done to this town, thread puller. You lost the husband guy. Yeah, yeah. Fred. The guy who looks like Fred again from Scooby Doo. The guy who wanted to repair things with his wife, but then even though we were trying to play the wife as someone, we're over it, we're gonna go with the new guy. Apparently, our relationship was high enough with the guy that tragically we turned down the other guy and we said, no, we're gonna return to our husband. Little does she know her husband is dead. So let's see how that shakes out this weekend. So we're gonna conclude House of Ashes this weekend. Thank you as well for convincing me in a way to continue with House of Ashes. I'm enjoying the setting, but you are right. As a game, Devil in Me is definitely much better. So for House of Ashes, I'm just treating it as a push buttons, move forward, get to the next cutscene, and have fun with the cheesiness and campiness of it all. But Devil in Me was really okay, solve the puzzle, do the environment. Really felt like a game. So I hope that's the route they continue on for their next game, which is a sci-fi setting. I'm excited about that. But I'm gonna give the studio another chance when they release that sci-fi game. Hopefully it's gonna be a hit, and we'll probably be streaming that next year. Almost next year, chat. More than a year of streaming. Thank you for being with me on this journey. I know it's not easy for everyone in terms of the holiday spirit and all that, but I guess it's always a good time to remind each other that, hey, we're not alone. If you need any company or I don't know, I'm not a good life advice kind of person. I just hope for the best for everyone. Like whatever that is worth. And I hope this is also a small way of being able to give people some entertainment or take their minds off of things. And I do want to continue this next year. I didn't think I'd be sticking with this, honestly. I didn't think I just wanted to try streaming, but Izzy actually, when he came in and he brought up that he just finished Violet Evergarden, still very grateful. Violet Evergarden really helped strengthen my resolve to think about what I'd like to make or do. And I hope this will go into some way of feeding into what creations I may be able to be involved in to help bring people some measure of comfort and happiness. That's it. That's my holiday thoughts. And I hope you'll be here on that journey together, and that wherever you are, you also find peace. Whether that is peace of mind, peace in the house, peace at home, wherever you are. That's all we can really do right now after everything. But yeah, keep on fighting. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm getting sentimental. Thanks, everyone. What is this? Are you insane, Fisher? All the games so far have been fun. Devil in Me just felt better. Yeah, as you're saying, Devil in Me. Oh my god, 20 gift subs? This is gonna go ping ping for 20 times. Are you happy with yourself? Ding. Wait, what? It didn't. Ding. Okay, there we go. we're gonna ding for 20 times. Thank you so much, Fisher. Merry Christmas to you. Oh man, I feel like I should be the one giving to the community, okay? Like, I also didn't expect people to like have regular faces coming into this channel. It's been just a lot of journey. It's been a long journey with a lot of self-doubt and a worry. And honestly, it still gets me sometimes. So wondering like, okay, I really feel like I need to diversify my content and do better. And I think it's good. It's good that I don't want to rest on this. You know, I do want to grow. I do want to get better. I do want to do other things as well. And I just really hope in the future to be able to work with, more creatives and creating original stories and helping tell a story and just make this community more fun. So thank you so much. And Zen also, always for coming by, reminding us to raid. I really appreciate your support as well, Zen. Okay. No, I like the pings. The ping is like a shot of serotonin in my system. It's like ping, something happened. Someone followed, or something, someone subscribed, or someone rated, or something like that. So I like this ping. In fact, I don't know. There's something about this noise. Waiting for it. There we go. Yes, and we're ending soon. Unless someone wants to guide the raid, I was thinking of raiding Captain Panda. He's currently playing Mass Effect Legendary Edition, which just released. It is on the Xbox Game Pass, but Mass Effect Legendary Edition is also free on PlayStation Plus for this month. So get that. If you have a PlayStation, if you have PlayStation Plus, get Mass Effect Legendary Edition if you have not played it yet. Mass Effect still remains one of my favorite video games ever made. Let me check if Captain Panda's almost done streaming. Oh shit, it's in 4 hours. Maybe we'll be streaming for a while. Let's just say hello. Captain Panda is a batchmate of mine from school, and we just met each other again on Twitch. I wasn't very close to him, but more than 10 years later, he pops into stream and it's like, hey, we know each other. And it's like, what? I knew you in high school. You're streaming too? So that is insane. So go ahead and give some love to Captain Panda. Raid. Gen, raid. See, I'm getting a hang of it, Zen. So thank you so much. Let's give some love. Thank you for those who joining the raid. Thank you as well. Say hello to Captain Panda, playing one of my favorite games ever, Mass Effect Legendary Edition. He's been going at it for a while. I don't know how long it is, but hey, it's a thought that counts. Let's just drop in. He raided us before. He'd visit the channel a lot, and I'd like to give back to that. So thanks everyone, and as always, is that the last ding? That was right on cue. See, I meant that. The timing was great. Okay. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you all this weekend for the conclusion of House of Ashes. Bye. And as always, welcome to the table. Have a great one. That's all I got for you. We are off in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.